worry about him, bro. This guy.
Relax. So guys, like the vid, guys, like the video, subscribe, guys, subscribe, smash the like button, guys, smash the like button, like that vid, guys, like that vid. Guys, this is the second part of the World Cup. For me, it is the greatest tournament in world football. This is the best I've ever seen in my life. Watching the World Cup 02, 06, if I'm not mistaken, 010, 014, 018, now 2022. Wow. I mean, this is the great, man. Whether I like it or not, this is the greatest tournament. Wow. Congratulations to Argentina. Congrats to Lionel Messi for winning his first World Cup. And well, we're gonna have a discussion about him, Kylian Mbappe, because people only call him pace and power. Can he do it? Can he? Because he scored at 19 in the final, and guys, he scored an hat-trick again in today's final. Wow, we're gonna have a discussion about Mbappe. How do we rate him under in terms of French player? Where do we put him? And Leo, nothing to say about Leo. Nothing to say. He's just the GOAT. Greatest of all time. Pele, Messi, and Maradona. That's it. That's the three of them. Nothing more to say. Because he has cemented his legacy as the greatest of all time, whether you like it or not. Ronaldo fanboy, you can't do nothing about it. Lionel Messi is a GOAT. So that's it. Whether you like it or not, you have to respect greatness. But what I watched today is wow. Wow, what a tournament. And Qatar, thank you for giving us this tournament, man. Thank you very much for giving us this, man. Football is everything. Football is a beautiful sport. And I'm happy to be alive to witness this beautiful football, especially this sport. I'm happy to witness these guys. Like the vid, guys. Like the vid. Like the vid. Let's go, my people. Let's go. Yo, my people, like that vid, guys. Like that vid, subscribe, smash the like button, guys. Guys, in as much as I'm a Ronaldo fanboy, I'm happy I can see my good played against arguably the greatest of all time, Lionel Messi, competed with him for 15, 17 years. I cannot hate, man. Than to just appreciate greatness. Lionel Messi is a greatness and is a great for football, man. Leo, congratulations of winning the World Cup with Argentina, your first one. Oh, wow. What a tournament it has been, especially this World Cup, man. What a tournament. I can't hate, but to appreciate Messi more. And Kylian Mbappe, bro, S.O. brother, you've done what you can do, man. You win it in 2018. This season, if you have won it, it would have been a different story. But we can't hate because you've given your all. So I can understand scoring an hat-trick and also being on the losing side. I can also understand the joy playing against arguably the greatest of all time in Lionel Messi. Wow. This is the best tournament in world football. I can't hate. And just to appreciate greatness, guys. Greatness. Guys, like that vid, guys. Like that vid. Lansky, your take on the World Cup. Leo Mbappe.
Abdullah, you just have to clap, man. That was a work of art. Not just this game, the whole tournament. How many comebacks did we see in this tournament? Every game felt like a comeback. The only time we didn't have comebacks was the semifinals.
Mm-hmm.
But every game there was some sort of crazy drama. Okay, you can say the refereeing was not that good in this World Cup. That's the only thing you can say. But besides that, I think there was a perfect tournament. We saw a bunch of crazy players turn up. We saw crazy goals. We saw maybe the goal of the tournament in the final. We saw a crazy comeback in the final. Maybe the best match in history as the World Cup final. You just have to clap, man. it was really an amazing tournament.
Yeah. Nothing more to say. You just have to appreciate greatness. Whether we like it or not, Messi fanboy, Ronaldo fanboy, you have to appreciate greatness. Whether I like it. It's not even about being hate. About being it's all about this. He has won the World Cup. So no debate anymore. No debate. He can play as much as he wants to play. As long as his body can take it, he can continue to keep playing. He can continue, man. Amazing World Cup, man. Amazing. Wow. Amazing World Cup. Nothing more to say. Amazing, but Kylian Mbappe.
Mbappe, man.
Because they only call him pace and power, and I'm like, pace and power. But this season, I said it again. This season, Mbappe has been more matured, and he has that brain and intelligence to know. Okay, I need to know. I know when to use my exposure. I know when to use my ability. I know when to use my brain. I know when to use my intelligence. And I keep telling. And I told Tosin about this. Mbappe last year is different than Mbappe this year. It's different. It's way different. Because Mbappe this year knows when, okay, I need to exhaust my energy and I need to know when to run, when to pass, and then to make quick decision making. And this season is improved about it a lot. And his ball striking has changed a lot. So Mbappe, heads of brother, you did fantastically well in the World Cup.
Bravo, Mbappe. Bravo. And not just that, bro. Not just all of those amazing traits that you listed. On top of that, the thing that wraps the cake, that makes him maybe the best player in the world, is his mentality. His genes. He never compromises. He always turns up in the biggest moments. You know, what kind of a player would score a hat trick in a World Cup final at 23 years old? You know, there's not many players that can do that, man.
Yeah.
He might not have the talent of Messi. He might not have the clinicality of Ronaldo throughout a season. But this guy, he turns up in the biggest moments, man. And you have to appreciate that. His genes. Yeah. This guy has the Mamba mentality, man. He really does.
I agree, man. Like I said, you can hate, but you have to appreciate greatness. And Leo is a great. Top 2, top 3, you can have the argument. But I'm just going to say Messi, Maradona, and Pelé. I'm not putting it in any
That's the three. And no matter who says who anyone is the GOAT out of those three, if it's those three, I'm fine. Yeah. Pick anyone. Pick Pelé, pick Maradona, pick Messi. I'm okay with it. But those three are aliens. They're the best we've ever seen.
Yeah. Save it. I'll bring you him, brother. Because this World Cup for me, I've been trying to soak my emotion. I'm like, nothing more to say because this World Cup, wow. 2-0, I was like, it was over. I went to the washroom, I came back, I was like, it was over. You know, I was like, when I look at the TV again, 2-2, how? That was my answer. How did it become?
You missed those goals, Abdullahi, in real time? You didn't see them live?
I went to work. I came home late. So I went to work. So it was 2-0. I was like, okay, let me just kind of undress myself, go get the food and eat. When I came back, 2-2? How is it 2-2? How? Before I could even settle down, get myself together, it was 3-2. I was like, what is going on? You are not playing FIFA. This is not FIFA. Please stop this. Just stop this here. Before I pronounce another penalty, boom, penalty. 3-3. I was like, oh, something is, please, don't do this to my heart.
Bro, and it happened so fast.
I knew it, penalty, I knew it was over. I was like,
yes, and it happened so quickly too. Like, if you think about it, those two goals that you initially brought up, they happened in a space of 2 minutes. Mbappe scored that penalty. 2 minutes later, he scores maybe the goal of the tournament. Yeah. Goes to extra time. Messi's goal. A lot of people thought there was VAR at play, but if you check it, actually, he was onside. He was completely onside.
He was, yeah, he was onside.
And then France's forward missed the goal at the end. Yeah. Emi Martinez would maybe have to say the save of the tournament, man. That was unbelievable.
But like I said, there's nothing Mbappe can do because if you look at this player, they have the ability. Maybe they didn't do more for me in terms of do more. That's my own take. They didn't really do more because they have the ability. But they're like Dembele can do more. Griezmann can also do more. Yeah, they hurl up everything to just Mbappe. And
he's the only forward. He's the only forward that showed up today, bro. If you drop a 10 out of 10 after the game, you can't feel that bad.
I know.
And his mentality, he didn't even cry after the game. That's how much ice he has in his veins. He dropped a 10 out of 10, a hat trick in a final, lost the game, and still didn't even cry or show emotion at the end of the game. He looked angry. He looked like a
You
man
can see it in his
possessed.
face. You can see it in his face.
Yeah, bro. He looked angry, bro. He's like, fuck this. Fuck this. I'm gonna go win 2026. I'm coming back and I'm winning the next World Cup. He looked furious.
I know. Because it shows in his face, man. It shows in his face that, oh my god, that just makes this. But if you look at a player like Mbappe and I say Dembele and Griezmann, they should be doing more. They should be doing more because we know how good of a player Ousmane Dembele is, but I just think he lost his way going forward, and that was a costly decision because then you can't rely everything to just Mbappe everything. You can't put everything to Mbappe. You can't, because if you're gonna be putting everything to Mbappe, they will keep him quiet for. I keep telling people, for how long are you gonna keep Kylian Mbappe quiet? For how long? How long are you keeping him quiet? How long? Okay, so Ryan could have said, for how long? Okay, this is the question: if France should keep Deschamps or go get Zizou.
Ooh, that's a tough question, man. Because it would be hard to justify sacking Deschamps after 2 World Cup final appearances, a Euro final appearance. It's hard to justify a sacking in that regard. But I think it's okay to have fresh ideas. It's okay to hire a manager with fresh ideas, with this young crop of players, because maybe Deschamps took them as much as he can take them. Maybe the next tournament they're not going to be as tightly, as tight of a unit. Because let's be honest, the quality of football that France played in this tournament, I think is inferior to 2018. I think they played worse football, but they still got to the final. So it's hard to justify in this kind of situation to sack him. Personally, as a Zidane fan, as a longtime Real Madrid fan, I would love for Zizou to take over, for him to have a bunch of young players that he knows, because that's the difference. Zidane actually knows a lot of these players personally. He's worked with them. He's worked with Tuchel, man. Like he's been in these camps, so I think it's a good idea to maybe give it to Zizou, have him around. But if Deschamps is going to be around, I doubt Zidane will be involved in any capacity, because after the way Deschamps treated Benzema, I don't think that there's a fracture in the relationship between Benzema, Zidane, and Deschamps.
So, but the problem is Zidane, because Zidane said it will be back to management soon. We don't know when. Is it club level? Is it international level? We don't know. We don't know when. So because you can't sack Deschamps after all this success. If you want to go for fresh ideas, then maybe Zidane. But you have to be maybe Deschamps can let me just step down. I've done what I can do for this players. I've taken them by far to where I can take them to. Nothing more to do.
Yeah, and actually Deschamps was asked before a few games ago. I believe it was before the final. He was asked, what's the contract situation looking like? And he said they're going to wait until next year to discuss it in January. But he also made it seem like if they win the match, because they asked him before this game, he made it seem like if they win the match, then he'll retire on his own accord and he'll have nothing more to prove. So maybe Deschamps is done anyway mentally with this team and with this job. I wouldn't be surprised if they decide to go for Zidane, personally.
Yeah. And the referee for today, bro, that was an outstanding referee. That guy, wow.
It was great. Like, a lot of people are complaining because of the first penalty with Messi's penalty. But, he also gave France a penalty that was soft as well. So he kind of balanced it.
Exactly.
And personally, I think you can't really complain about the referee today. Like, France had their moments, Argentina had their moments, and the referee didn't win the game for either team.
It was a 90 minutes. Just take your chances.
Yeah.
And thank you to Qatar for hosting the biggest tournament in world football. What a tournament it is! What a tournament!
Beautiful tournament, man! Beautiful tournament.
Qatar, thank you for hosting the biggest tournament in world football. We cannot complain than to just say thank you, and thank you. We can't complain. That would be very funny. Imagine Jose, Zidane, Pep, all. Oh my God! Imagine that. Just imagine.
See, the problem is I don't know who Pep would coach because Pep, Pep is Catalonian. He doesn't identify as Spanish, so he would never coach the Spanish national team. He's made it clear before that he would never coach like the country that colonized his country in his mind.
So he's a Catalonia?
Yeah, he's a Catalonian. He's from Barcelona. He's a staunch supporter of Catalonia. He wants independence from Spain. Doesn't identify as Spanish, and I highly doubt he would coach Spain.
So where does he coach? I don't know.
I see. For me, Pep, he's signing a contract with City, so
until
it's
2025.
yeah. So I doubt he's gonna go international football. Jose has made it clear that if he was to become the Portugal manager, he would continue as the Roma manager as well. So he would do both jobs. So that makes sense.
Mm-hmm.
But for Pep, I don't really think it makes much sense if he's going to be the City manager. Like, it doesn't really make much sense.
Wow. Like what SSB is saying, he said this because the Trump has his guy like Giroud and Griezmann, but Benzema, Okonkwo, and others need to be integrated. 4 years is a long time till now. Anything could happen.
That's true.
Yes.
That is true. Yeah.
Mm-hmm. But there's an hero in the front. There's a hero in the front where you don't know what's going to happen in the hero. So it's a little bit 50-50 though. It's a little bit 50-50. You don't know what's going to happen because the hero is in the front. So it's difficult right now. Very, very difficult to say. But it's still a long way to go because Roma still have a lot of game to play before 2024. And if Jose is going to be doing multitasking, that's going to be a lot of job, man. A whole lot of job, man. A whole lot, man. Because Ronaldo's girlfriend and his sister want him to play in 2026 World Cup. They want him to play there. Want him there.
You need top flight club football to even qualify for that. So we don't know if Ronaldo's going to have that. We don't know which club he's even going to go to. So would the Portugal manager pick him if he doesn't have a top club?
But it's Ronaldo. It is Ronaldo. The problem now is he has to keep fit before the 2026 World Cup. He has to. He has to be fit before the 2026 World Cup because it's gonna be big, man. Because if he doesn't get fit, it's gonna be difficult. Because the only guy that can compete with Messi is Ronaldo. He's the only guy.
I disagree, man. I think Mbappe can compete with him.
Mbappe can compete.
Mbappe's career at 23 has been nothing short of incredible, man. You have to give it to him.
The goals and everything.
Everything. The goals, the consistency, the performances in big games. You have to give it to him, man. The guy's
because I noticed if it was Ronaldo that won the World Cup, the social media will not rest. Oh my God, in heaven. Because of his social...
See, for me, he didn't even need to win it. After that performance, it was almost as good as if he did, man. Like that was a 10 out of 10 in a World Cup final, scoring the goal of the tournament, putting your country on your back, the only forward to even have a good.
And I said, if it was Ronaldo that wins the World Cup instead of Messi, social media, everything around him, the PR, holy smoke. Ronaldo fan will not allow us to sleep. We won't even have a rest of mind because of Ronaldo. We won't. But like I said, football won. And Lionel Messi, wow. I watched Messi live. I would say live in 06. I think, is it 06? Yes. When did he join Barcelona? Was it 06? Because, yes, 06 when he was playing with John Obi Mikel in the Nigeria. Is it in the under 20?
He had his senior debut in 2004. But
but I watched him in against John Obi Mikel in Nigeria national team versus the under 20 World Cup. Yeah. When he played with Mikel. Was it 06? What year was that?
I think it was 2005 or 6, yeah.
Is it 06 or 07?
Are you talking about the Olympics?
Yeah, when they played against Mikel, Olympics, yeah.
I believe it was 2006. Let me check here, though.
6 or 07. That was the first time I was like, what the hell is this guy?
It was 2004. 2004.
I'm like, that was first time I watched him. Like, who the heck is this guy? Where exactly is this guy, man? My brother was like, "Is Messi?" I was like, "What the heck is Messi?" because then I wasn't paying attention. I was like, okay, let me just watch this guy. I was like, okay, I haven't seen more, but my God in heaven, what that guy was doing, I can't believe it. But since then, he's been entertaining us and
No,
giving
no,
us
I
money and
stand corrected,
everything.
Abdullah. It was 2008. 2008.
Oh, 2008.
2008 gold winning Argentina team. Yeah.
Oh, okay, that was when he played against Mikel, right?
Yeah, so I misunderstood. I thought you meant when did he make his Olympic
No, no,
debut?
no,
His
no.
debut was 2004, but they won in 2008.
Yeah, that was when they played against Nigeria. I was like, when did they play against? Was it? Oh, yeah.
Yeah, yeah. Now against Nigeria was 2008. Yeah.
That was when I was like, that was the first time I was like, okay. And I was like, okay, what the heck is this guy? Leo Messi? Okay, I'm loving what I'm seeing from him, but I can't say more. You just have to, you just have to respect greatness. Lionel Messi is great. Pele, Maradona, and Leo Messi. You have to respect them. Nothing more. These are the three. You can put Maradona first, you can put Messi first, you can put Pele first. Whoever you want to put first, those three are my category, whether you like it or not. Those three. So yes, yeah. Leo Messi, Argentina, and Kylian Mbappe. Hat-trick in the World Cup? Give me your take, brother.
I'm going. What can I say? This is crazy. I feel like what have we witnessed? I feel like I still. It's been so many hours since, and I still haven't. It's still. I'm getting. I'm shocked. I think at the end of the game, I just left the game feeling shocked. It just feels surreal because, guys, what have we witnessed? We witnessed a completely embarrassing performance by France for the first 70. What was it?
70 minutes.
75th minute, somewhere out there, right? Completely destroyed. Completely got out tactically, but a class, a tactic by Argentina. Their manager Scaloni, he did something that no one expected. He played no one expected him to play Di Maria from the beginning. He played Di Maria from the beginning. They got France completely got dominated. They they were- it was such a mismatch in midfield. And here's the thing: the fact that France have been dominated in midfield against Morocco, got dominated in the midfield against England, and then now coming to the World Cup. You think Didier Deschamps would actually do something different for the World Cup. He didn't. And the Argentina completely, the game plan that Scaloni had to play against France was absolutely perfect. Absolutely perfect. In the midfield, there were times there was four against two. Okay, Abdullah, I'm gonna say that one more time. In the midfield, at times there was 4 against 2. Abdullah, I'm gonna say it one more time because I don't think you really heard me. In the midfield, which is the most important aspect of the game, controlling the midfield, France got outnumbered 4-2. I'm not gonna lie to you. For a long period of time, your boy Kylian Mbappe was a fraud. I'm not gonna lie to you guys. Kylian Mbappe for a very long time was a fraud. And the thing is, here's the issue with Kylian Mbappe. Kylian Mbappe, when he played on the wing, he does not defend.
Yeah.
He does not defend. And what ends up happening is, then what happens is the midfield gets punished for it. Then what happens is they will attack from his side. And when they attack from his side, they will they'll attack. They send 2 players from his side because they know he won't track back. And what ends up happening is they start the midfielders will end up having to cover. By the time the midfield shifts, Argentina already playing 1-2s in midfield. Boom, boom, boom. We'll send a ball to the wing on Di Maria. He's 1v1, gets a penalty. You're 1-0 down. It's simple. Again, at the second goal, it came from the right side. Boom. One pass. Boom. McAllister down the middle. Boom. By himself, because everybody shifted to cover who? That side. See? And the Argentina knew. Tactically, they planned it. Unbelievable performance. Rodrigo de Paul was unbelievable today. McAllister, unbelievable today. Enzo Fernandez, unbelievable today. And guys, and Angel Di Maria, Angel Di Maria had the freedom today. Why? Because of the midfield battle. The midfield did their job. They outnumbered Chouameni and Andre Rabiot. That was clear. That was clear. And this is where stubbornness comes from. Clear that he was not well. That it looked like he was out for a long time. The guy could not cover. They needed someone to do two players, two job of two players, and they didn't have it. They didn't have it because before they had Angola Conte, now they don't. They have Andrew Rabiot. He's not the same. They're not the same, and it cost them. This game, Antoine Griezmann hindered this game because Antoine Griezmann did not support the midfield. He did not do it. He simply did not do it. So what ended up happening after they got destroyed for a very long time? What did he end up doing? He had to change it up. Who did he take off? Giroud. What did he do? He pushed Kylian Mbappe down where? The middle. Then he brought in two old wingers. Brought in two wingers and took out Dembele, which was absolutely horrendous. Dembele was trash. So bad today. So bad. The guy is bad. There's nothing much you can say. And then you did that, right? You changed it. And then all of a sudden, Otamendi didn't need to. He commits a foul. And then Kylian Mbappe steps up. He scores. He scores a penalty. Okay. And then the game completely changed. Then the game went crazy. And one thing I realized about Argentina is they end up fading towards the end of the game. Towards the end of the game, the Argentina, they start to lose the momentum and they last to lose much sharpness. It seems like they put a lot of energy into the first half that ended up in it showed. And also the manager didn't help when he took off Di Maria for Acuna. But you can say that the reason why he took off Di Maria is because Di Maria haven't played at all in the knockout round at all. This was her first game back. So probably Di Maria wasn't fit enough. Then the game opened up. I think the two players that massively changed this game was Kingsley Coman and Camavinga. Abdullahi, I said this about this kid Camavinga. I like this kid Camavinga a lot. In terms of talent, pure talent, I've said this and people have told me to shut up, blah, blah, you don't know what you're talking about. I think he is more talented than Aryan Chouameni. I think he's more talented than Chouameni. The difference is Chouameni has the physical body of like a high level professional footballer. He's a strong built player. He's physical. Chouameni is not that physical. But in terms of player, raw player, ability, reading the game, positioning, with the ball, he's a better player in as a talent. So, and he showed. I don't know why he played him. The game changed. You play Kingsley Coman instead of Dembele. The game changed, and it's like I don't know something. I don't know. For me, Didi Deschamps, you needed to be more clever, more adaptable, especially in this game, and he didn't. He played the same old, same old. And the issue I have is when managers don't learn from their mistakes. You know, you know, I think the sense that they got away with it against Morocco and they got away with it against England, I feel like that was the reason why they lost this today. Because I generally feel like France felt this is the team we have, this is the players we have, this is the way we play, and it works for us. And as long as it works for us, we could continue playing. But no. And then because the rest after that the game went crazy. It was 2-2, then 3-2, then 3-3. But at that moment, the game was so chaotic, so crazy that that was just that was just random. That was just random. Kylian Mbappe came into. I respect to Kylian Mbappe. in that moment he took control of the game. He showed up. He scored his penalties. Um, the France had an opportunity at the end of the game to score, but Emilio Martinez fantastic save, and then they came back the other end with Lautaro Martinez. But this Lautaro Martinez, I've told a lot of people about this guy. A lot of people that don't know anything about football, they rate Lautaro Martinez, and I said no, 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 no. For Inter Milan, especially when they won the Scudetto, Lautaro Martinez was secondary to Lukaku. People don't want to hear it, but that's the truth. He's not that guy. He's not that guy. So all in all, I'm happy for Messi. Argentina was by far the better team. If so, by because this is football, football could be a cruel sport, and this could be a cruel game. So because of that, it became chaotic at the end. Kylian Mbappe did what Kylian Mbappe does. And it would have been very unfortunate if they didn't win because it would have been a robbery, Abdullahi. It would have been an absolute robbery because for the majority of the game, tactically, everything they were outclassed France. So, um, the better team won. The better team won. Yeah, I'm happy for Messi, man.
Fair enough. Steve, Leo, Mbappe. Give me your take, brother.
What a great game that was, man. I just loved it, man. But yeah, Messi is Messi. I love Messi. He's my goat. I'm happy for him. He won the World Cup. That's what I wanted. So yeah, and Mbappe is Mbappe. We know what Mbappe is, man. He's just class. But yeah, I thought for 80 minutes France couldn't get near them, man. There was too much space. Everything they were controlling the whole game. It was easy for them. But taking Di Marima off, I thought he took him off too early, and when he took him
Yeah,
off,
but the coach said because he was just came back from injury, he doesn't look fit. He doesn't want to risk him
mm,
for injury. That's the reason he took him off.
yeah, I hear that. But when he did do that, the changed the game, man. And when he took Giroud and Dembele off, I thought that
He
was
had to
good.
take the road off. He had to take him off because he wasn't impacting the game. He had to take him
No,
off.
and
He has
Dembele was
to.
terrible, man.
Hmm. Oh
Yeah, he
my
wasn't
God,
good. He
Usman.
wasn't good, man. And yeah, when he brung on Colesman, I thought he was good, man.
Kingsley Coman
Yeah,
and wow. Kamavinga
yeah,
came in. Mwane came in.
mm,
Wow. Yep.
yeah. But what a game, man! I just loved it, man. Could watch it over
Yeah.
and over again, man.
Yeah.
Class.
Beautiful game. Like the vid, guys. Guys, get that likes up, guys. Like that vid, my people. Get that likes up. Smash the like button, guys. Smash that like button, my people. Get that likes up. Abdul, Umba, Leo Messi, and Argentina. What more can we say, Abdul? What more?
Yeah, big up Abdullahi, yourself,
Mm-hmm.
and Steve.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I just
Big
wanted
up,
to
big up.
ask, what's vote with your feet saying? He said AB8 Futu with beef tribals as he watched this World Cup final. Look, I couldn't even eat. Okay, that's how tense I was.
Eat, K, in this. So if I don't eat, no, food is not entering,
I
man.
couldn't even eat, and I didn't even watch the penalties to tell you how tense I was. So there you go, vote with your feet. Um, yeah. So to the game proper.
Mm-hmm.
Firstly, we've got to congratulate Argentina again
Mm-hmm.
and commiseration to
France and
France.
Mbappe. And Mbappe.
Yeah, yeah. It's always easy to like analyze things in hindsight.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? When we already know results, then we can say this, that. You know,
Mm-hmm.
it's much easier to do. I mean, we find it funny to do that,
Mm-hmm.
but if we follow what happened, like the events of the game, then we
Mm-hmm.
might be able to get certain things right. Like
Mm-hmm.
he took off two of France players after 30 minutes, didn't it?
Yeah.
Like 30 minutes or so, and they were
Mm-hmm.
two nil down. So obviously that shows that something wasn't working. That's why he sort of like changed two
Mm-hmm.
players. I think this guy, you know that guy, is it Kolo Manu?
Kolomani. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that guy did everything today except score a goal.
Yeah.
You know,
Mm-hmm.
I wish he had started. I mean, he
And
was.
the funny part about it, Abdul, in the French reporter, they were really abusing him with a racist name, which I'm like, that guy is young, just calm down. And also, they were abusing Chouameni too for the penalty miss. And people were like, why don't if you know you can score that goal, why don't you score it to Mbappe? It's very easy. If you cannot score and you're not confident, just score it to Mbappe. Let him
Ah,
score and game over.
can
They were
say,
coming at the French reporter coming at him a lot. He has to turn off his social media because of the abuse he's getting.
yeah, but emotions are still running high, so they're
Mm-hmm.
gonna find a few people who are still emotional and say all kinds of things, which is
Yeah.
unfortunate.
Mm-hmm.
Um, I don't know what it feels like, so
Mm-hmm.
because neither of them countries was or is my country, so I don't
Mm-hmm.
really know what they're going through. But
Mm-hmm.
I've gone through finals before, and I don't think really they should go that far. But ah, it was a tough game, a really tough game, man.
Mm-hmm.
Um, but then if we go back to what we have been saying before the
Mm-hmm.
final, um,
Mm-hmm.
I can remember saying they need to step up from the way they played England
Mm-hmm.
and
Mm-hmm.
Morocco,
Yeah.
because if they encounter a team that will punish them, they're going to have problems.
Mm-hmm.
England almost punished them,
Mm-hmm.
but Harry Kane couldn't do what Mbappe did today. So that's
Yeah.
to show you levels, between players. Um, um, if you look at the quality of players they have, they should have no business being 2 goals down after just an hour. But that tells you, is, but that tells you,
Mm-hmm.
there's a difference when you're ready to fight for something and you just depend on your ability.
Mm-hmm.
From the first whistle, the first second, the Argentines were just they just became street fighters,
Yeah.
and it was all about fighting. They knew they didn't have the
Mm-hmm.
talent,
Yeah.
but you could tell they were ready to drop their last sweat
Yeah.
on that pitch. What was the motivation? Nobody knows. It could be because of Messi. It could be because the unity between the team. It could be anything, but you could see they were street fighters. You remember
Mm-hmm.
earlier on in the tournament, I was
Mm-hmm.
referring to a team, and I said you could tell they were like happy to be together, happy to
Mm-hmm.
be in the group. And before that game, I was looking at a clip where they showed Messi in South America after they won the Copa America, where
Mm-hmm.
Messi was actually congratulating the team that for 45 days we've been together. For 45 days, nobody had complained about the hotel, travel, or moan about anything. We've just
Mm-hmm.
been focused on the um on the tournament. That was in the
Mm-hmm.
Copa America.
Mm-hmm.
So they already know what it takes to win a tournament. So it's just a matter of going through the motions again. And that's what they did. You
Mm-hmm.
can tell they just didn't stop fighting.
Yeah.
And I know we've been spoiled by talented footballers from Argentina, but
Mm-hmm.
I think naturally that's their DNA in terms of football.
Mm-hmm.
I think the fighting and the pride comes first before the talent. I think that's where Argentina and Brazil are different. I think
Mm-hmm.
with Brazil, I think it's the talent that comes first, and then the pride comes after. But with Argentina,
Mm-hmm.
it seems to me is the pride that comes first, and then the talent afterwards. You know,
Mm-hmm.
um, you got to give them like massive, massive um, um, credit for what they did because
Mm-hmm.
it's a team that was beaten by Saudi Arabia.
Yeah.
And after that game, I said this team is a joke, man. What are they even looking
Yeah.
for in the World Cup? But then after that game, I was listening to a Argentine reporter, and he said a journalist from Argentina, and he said like People said we've gone 36 game unbeaten, but this is exactly how we've played the 36 games. It's not like it's not like our standard dropped. Like that's how we've won all the 36 games. So but if anybody told me they'll be in the final, I would say it's a lie. Not to talk about winning. But if we want to be honest, a few things. I mean, France got a few things wrong, and one
Yeah.
of the problems is they've not stepped up because they're so talented. They've not really stepped up through most of the games they've played in the tournament. This is the only time it required them to step up because of what was at stake, and they did step up. But it should have been an easier game for them. But I don't like going down that route of it should have, it could have, if this, that, this, you know. So it's we just have to live with it. That's another World Cup gone for you, and that's another World Cup final. So what can I say, man?
Abdul,
Yeah,
Mbappe, three hat-trick in the final. I think there's only one player that has scored an hat-trick in the final before.
who was that?
And something I've forgotten his name in the final before. They say it was created in 1966, something like. Is he?
Okay, I can't
They
remember.
mentioned his name today in the commentary. I've forgotten his name though.
I can't remember. But
Yeah,
Kind
I
of sort of
forgot.
sorry.
I forgot. I cannot remember the name.
Yeah, but Abdullah, that's what we said earlier. That how can a player how can you score a hat trick?
Okay, his name is Geoff Hart. Geoff
All
Hart.
right, give
Oh,
up.
oh, okay, the Englishman. Okay, Jeff Horst. Okay, cheers. Vote with your feet. Um, how can you score a hat trick in a World Cup final and still lose?
Abdul. It's difficult to take, man.
And not win the
Abdul,
World Cup.
nah, man.
Abdul is difficult, man. It's difficult. Very difficult to
It's
do
very
because
difficult.
to lose it to score a hat-trick and also lose in a World Cup, Abdul. That's a stuff you don't want to even get yourself into because you feel pissed off. I'm like, how did I lose this? How?
Oh, man, I don't know.
How? How?
I don't know.
Abdullah, how are you? How are you,
I'm
man?
okay, brother. I'm
Yeah,
okay.
big up,
I'm
man.
very good.
Um, how do you feel about the results?
Yeah, it was a good result. It wasn't for me. World Cup is the greatest tournament in world football. We know that, but this World Cup, nothing compares to it. This is the greatest of all, greatest of all, greatest. This World Cup, wow,
I mean,
comebacks,
I
shock.
mean, I came on your show a couple days ago and I said I think I said South Africa 2010 will forever be my favorite like World Cup, my favorite like you know top five World Cups. But I think this one, man, I think it might enter inside my top five. It's gonna be it'll go down as one of the craziest World Cups ever. For me, it was as crazy as Russia 2018.
Mhm.
Who did you have winning, Abdullah?
I don't want to even put. I don't want to even mention my prediction. I will just keep my mouth shut because my prediction will just break. Break.
Wait. What was your
He
score
said,
prediction?
didn't you say 3-0 France? And you said hat trick for one Olivier Giroud?
Oh boy.
You were right about the three, though. I'm not gonna lie to you. Three goals for France, hat trick. You were right, but not Giroud.
Yeah.
You were close though.
YSK. I said it was either gonna be 3-1 or 2 on France.
I no,
Yes, yeah.
what did I say? I say two. I say two.
You said 2 on Argentina. You
Two
predicted
on
Argentina.
Argentina, yeah. No, bro, it's and I've told everybody, I've been saying this for a while now. There is no way Messi loses another final. There's no way Argentina loses of this final, and it showed. It just, I think,
Yeah.
was it Abdul, that was talking earlier. Uh, he said, was it Abdul? Is that your name, brother?
Mhm.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah,
Yeah,
it is. Yeah.
yeah. You said something like that was, I think, hit the nail on the head. This game, I think, goes beyond analysis. I think this game really just came down to who wanted more. I know that's
Yep.
a very cliche thing to say, but bro, like that Argentina team, man, they were the way they were pressing, the way they were counter pressing, the way they were running, bro. It looked like they wanted it a lot more than the France did, and
Yep.
someone said that France they rely too much on their talent, and it's sometimes it's talent is one thing, but you need the desire, the need that to get it done, that attitude that what, no matter what happens, we're gonna win this game no matter what. And I feel like every single play for Argentina personified that. You can look at
Hmm.
Rodrigo de Paul, you look at McAllister, you can look at what you call it, Messi, of course, Julian Alvarez, Di Maria, and especially the goalkeeper. Every single one of those players had that attitude, like today we're gonna win no matter what. And and that's what happened. And even when it became chaotic, even when everything was been chaos, what ended up happening was they went to penalties. And as much as we talk about pressurized moment, they seemed to be like it was weird because I have never seen a penalty where all the pressure was on one team, and there was no, and it seemed like the other team had no pressure. Like Argentina during that penalty shootout, including the goalkeeper, they 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 went through that whole shootout from the beginning to the end. Especially it firstly started by Messi with an unbelievable penalty that he took, was easy, completely fooled. It's literally, it was like it was slow motion how he scored that penalty. Started from him scoring that penalty, and then Martinez save. It just felt like Argentina was they were playing with, like they already knew they won. Like and then France on the other hand was just a ball of nerves. Other than Mbappe, nah. Luis Lloris, Coleman, Chouameni, none of these guys wanted any part of that penalty shootout. The Argentina players were just in a different class in terms of what is it, the mental aspect of it. I think they were just completely different class.
YSK.
Let me come to Abdul. Abdul, question to you.
Oh,
The question, the people in the chat are asking the question: how does this Argentina World Cup compare to 1978 and 1986? What are the difference between the three of the team?
Um, if I should rate this team to the one in 86 and 78, this one is the least talented. The 86 team had plenty of top players there. So was the 78 team. The 78 team, I think, had like was supposed to have, I think, 17 or 18-year-old Maradona, but even he couldn't make the team then. So from what I know, in terms of information that I know, I think this team is the least talented, but this team had the fighting spirit, the Argentine fighting spirit, and that saw them through. This team is not, even in this World Cup, this team is not the most talented, but they had the biggest fighting spirit um, in this team. They were highly united. You could see Aguero going crazy in the stand. I mean, he wasn't even on the bench.
No, Aguero is shameless, bro. Aguero
He
is
was going
shameless.
crazy. Yeah. But thank you very much, Yasser, for using that word. You know, um, for most things, if you want to succeed in life, most things, not all things, most of the time, you actually have to be shameless about it. You know what I mean? You have to almost be shameless about it.
Bro, the guy wore his kit, and there's a picture of
That
him
was
wearing his kit in the
that was
podium.
the guy was mental.
YSK.
That's to tell you how the spirit within the camp. and the
Mm-hmm.
determination they had.
Mm-hmm.
And somebody said Messi had changed since he went to PSG. I'm not
I
sure
think it
what
was
he
Blue
brought
Eyes.
to the
Is it?
table.
Was it or
No,
was it
cow.
Emmy?
It was cow. It was cow.
Yeah, yeah. I'm not sure when he went to PSG, but he definitely changed in the last Copa America. You know, I mean, Messi was given motivational speech. That's very uncalled for. I mean, that's very rare. So yeah, SSB, I would say um, this one is the least talented, and I think, in my own opinion, the '86 was the most talented because they had Maradona, and ooh, you just need to go see the highlights of his games in that '86 World Cup to know what he brought to the table. 71, 78 was talented as well, but they were hosting 78. They were the host in 78, and they had a lot of good players, and most of their players were actually based in Argentina.
Yeah,
Yeah,
Maradona was left off the Argentina
yeah,
squad at
yeah,
1978 World Cup,
yeah. He
also
wasn't
by
included.
coach Cesar Leos Moneto, who felt he was too young at the age of 17.
But you would think you you could only take that decision if the team was talented enough, because Pele played in the Brazilian squad at 17. Pele went to the World Cup at 17. So I think what helped the 78 team with was obviously it was a talented team, way more talented than this team, but most of them were playing in Argentina and they
Yeah.
were hosting the World Cup then, so that helped them a lot as well. So yeah, so
Abdul, hear this story, bro.
yeah.
This the story of Emiliano Martinez is a crazy one. Apparently, and this was actually no, did not apparently. This was actually happened. This guy was no one knew nothing about him. This guy
Hmm.
was a reserve goal. Was a no, not he was a second choice goalkeeper for Arsenal Football Club.
Hmm.
Neil Mopai goes and he injures Leno, Brandon Leno.
Mm.
The moment that happened, we saw the emergence of Emiliano Martinez.
Correct, yeah.
So, and a lot of people on Twitter and the social media are saying that that moment pretty much won Argentina and Messi a Copa America and a World Cup, which is true, which is insane, which is absolutely insane.
Yeah, because we can't we can't discount the experience you get from playing in the Premier League,
Mm,
especially as a keeper. You know what I mean? You
absolutely, yeah.
almost have to be, you have to have like a fighting mentality. And then when you're keeping for Arsenal, so we can't really disregard what that experience actually added to you. And I was actually surprised. I think maybe it was the end of his contract or whatever. Arsenal allowed him to leave. I thought he had actually secured the number one position,
Yeah,
but
me
then
too.
for whatever reason they allowed him to leave, and then he went to Aston Villa and he'd been their number one. So all these things count. Bit by bit into the team, and you could tell when it was time to take the penalties, he was confident.
Oh, he was dancing. You saw
He was,
that? He
he was
was.
exactly, exactly.
This guy
He
is
was
a
confident.
madman.
Martinez is a shit code in penalty. Shit code. If you want the goalkeeper in shit code, it's Martinez, man.
So I was watching. You guys know who Julian Lawrence is, right?
Mm-hmm.
Um,
Yeah.
so he said on TV that he was there and watching the game, and he was in like the journalist box, you know. So he said when the penalty shootout happened, when Chouameni stepped up for the penalty, Martinez took the ball and he threw the ball. So he threw the ball. Chouameni went to go get the ball. People, and this is what we don't see on TV, you know. So he threw the ball about like 15 yards away from the goal. So Chouameni had to literally go, run up, grab the ball, come back, then put it in the spot and shoot it. And then he was talking about it. It's like the sort of mind games that Emiliano Martinez plays on players, where he's like, go ahead and grab this ball, and he knew because he only did that because he was a young player. If Chouameni was more experienced, he would not have run to go get that ball. He would have just stood there until like the referee gave him the ball. But the fact that he actually went 15 yards away from the penalty spot, grabbed the ball, came all the way back, put it down, and then he missed it. You don't understand what actually went through the psyche of the player. Nah, this guy's mind games are different, man.
So that's what I was saying a few days ago, and I was talking about I don't know which game we're talking about. I was talking about I think the France playing maybe England or something like that, and I was saying you have to do something to put your opponent on the edge. Put them on the edge so that you don't know maybe they'll go right or left. They might go positive or negative. So, but you got to do something because this is the World Cup. It cannot just be about your football 11v11. Most of the time, the winning team has to do something out of the ordinary, something unusual. And that's what you see with the selection of Di Maria and putting him on the left wing. Di Maria played a bit in the Saudi game. I thought he was garbage. I was thinking, why did you bring this guy to the World Cup? And I don't think I've seen him since then. And then what happens? He pops up.
Yeah, he was injured.
Exactly. I think football has changed now because before you used to see a lot of coaches like do all this kind of, psychological tricks on each other just to throw off the other team. So he did that, and then you see how crazy Martinez was. I mean, you can criticize him till
Abdul Martinez is a shit code when it comes to penalties. He's a shit code, man. You know that.
yeah. I mean, you can complain till how do you say you can mourn till the cows come home. He's the one going back to Argentina with the World Cup,
Yeah.
and he's the one who is going to be remembered as a World Cup winning keeper for the rest of his life.
Yeah. And now his money's gonna go up. If any club wants to buy him now, they'll have to pay a huge sum of money to buy him. He's a World Cup winner.
Exactly. Some teams have all this, strict smartness when it comes to sports sometimes.
Abdul, guess what? He just 30 years of age. He just 30. He's just 30.
And, take it or leave it. I don't know about any other person's opinion. I think he's better than the two keepers we have at Chelsea. I know we don't want to talk about
Yeah.
Chelsea. He's better than the keepers we have at Chelsea.
I agree.
So I was shocked when Arsenal allowed him to leave. I'm thinking, how this guy is very good, man. How was this guy even a second keeper?
Oh, they call him Debo in Argentina. They call him Debo.
Hey man, he's a hero now. I don't think they'll call him that. They'll call him a hero now.
Because we know that for sure. As in the penalty shootout, you don't want to face Martinez. He's a shit code, man. He is a shit. Oh my god. Okay, between him and Donnarumma, who is better in penalty? Who is better?
I mean, after today, I don't. Maybe much. I don't know.
I think
I really
Martinez.
don't know because both are good at PKs. But I mean, after today, I mean, I'm slightly at the edge of.
No, Martinez took the piss. I think to be honest, I'm like this close to thinking that he was on drugs or something because the guy was crazy today. Like the guy was dancing. Like what he did.
Let me come to Tosin. Let me come to you. Martinez or Donnarumma, who is better at penalty saves?
Oh man, you asked a PSG fan about
Tosin,
Donnarumma.
I know you've watched Donnarumma a lot, and he's your number one goalkeeper. Between him and Martinez, who is the better penalty saves?
Who won best goalkeeper at the Euros?
There you
Most
go.
valuable
There
player.
you go. There you go. There you go. I respect Tosin. He will always back his players, man. Shout out to you, man.
Yeah, I don't need to say more after that.
Tosin, no comment. This is a World
But
Cup.
shout out to Emmy. No, come on, bro. Like the man loses every week with Villa, man.
No, Villa are good. Come on, man.
Tosin, shots fired.
Tosin, you can see it improve Villa. They've got a new manager now.
Yeah, Unai Emery, right?
Yeah,
Exactly.
they had a
It's not gonna
shit.
Good
manager, though.
evening.
They had Steven Gerrard, bro. Imagine, bro.
Maybe he needs to go to somewhere else where he's gonna be respected as a goalkeeper.
He's not that good. He's
But
not
why?
good enough.
Listen, why didn't Chelsea sign him then?
I don't know.
Yeah. Bro, I would love to have him at Man United, but we're not gonna sign him.
Really?
Yeah, bro, I think he's like one of the best goalkeepers in the world. I rate this guy.
No,
heavily.
you don't. You don't think that.
Yeah, I do. I have always thought that. I'm
Why
a big
is
fan.
he-
In
of
Why-
6 months, you won't talk about him.
Why is
Bro.
gay?
Tosin, your take. Give me your take, man.
Take on what exactly?
Overall matches, Mbappe, Messi, World Cup. What
By the
more
way,
have you
no.
seen?
By the way, Tosin, you should be happy as a PSG fan. Yeah, two best players were balling. No, pretty much, a lot of PSG players were balling this tournament, especially Messi and Ronaldo. Mbappe.
I mean,
I
we have the
mean-
3 best players in the world. That's not surprising.
I mean,
Okay,
they were
okay.
balling though. I mean, I don't know about
Guys,
Neymar,
like the vid, guys. Like that vid. Smash the like button, guys. Get the likes on
But
there.
no,
The
shout
best
out
player in
to
the world.
yeah, we do. But shout out to um, you know, this whole World Cup. Shout out to Qatar. I think they've done a brilliant job in hosting this World Cup.
they did, bro.
Um,
Oh, you made the owners of PSG. Okay.
yeah, no, I mean, shout out, yeah, Qatar. Shout out to them. Shout out to the QSI Qatar Sports Investment Group as well. Shout out to Nasser Al Khelaïfi, the president of PSG.
Oh,
Did a
God.
great job as an ambassador for this World Cup.
Wait, PSG.
Yeah, what's up?
Wait, were you rooting for France? Because I mean,
Like a little bit slanted towards France, but I mean, I didn't really care about the outcome either way.
Tosin.
Oh wow.
Okay, let me ask you this, Tosin. I mean, I understand they are connected, but can you explain to me how they are connected? The Qatari sports group and Nasser Khelaïfi. Is he part of that or?
Oh,
How
he's
does
the president of Qatar, the Qatar Sports Investment Group, which is who are the owners of Paris Saint Germain. So, he's very close to the Al Thani, the Emir of Qatar. The Emir of Qatar is the one who draped Messi in that robe.
Woo, you saw that?
Um,
You saw
yeah,
that?
yeah.
People have
so-
a problem with that though. What you
No,
think?
there's no problem with that. That's
No.
just a sign of respect
No, people no.
to a warrior.
Twitter, the journalists, TV personnel, Gary Lineker, all of them were going mad about it, bro. They're
Yeah,
going
because
crazy.
they're xenophobes.
Yeah.
You know, they're xenophobes. The real meaning of what that was, it's called like a besht or what a beshith or whatever.
Mhm.
So Arabian warriors, they wear it after a victory, and it's also worn by the royal family.
Oh,
So
what are you talking about? Is it that thing that they give Messi?
yeah,
Yeah.
that thing that they made Messi wear.
So,
So
yes, as a Muslim, you know that in Africa, when we do like Arabic stuff, when we finish Arabic, when we're going to do a graduation, they give it to us. We have to put it on to celebrate as a Muslim. You have to put it on to celebrate. I don't know if you know what I'm talking about. When you celebrate being when you go to madrasa, you be celebrated.
yeah.
You did the graduation. You put that. It's called Kimba. So you put it on to celebrate you. So that's the same thing. That Qatar is a Muslim country. They do the same thing to Messi. It's like
yeah,
showing respect.
all that was
Muslim.
But I'm gonna send you something. Laurie Windwall, his name Laurie Windwall, made a whole post about it on Twitter. Gary Lineker went crazy on live TV.
I don't give an F. See,
Bro,
I don't
those
give an
guys
F
were
about
going
Lauren
crazy,
Wilson
bro.
and see,
I
yes,
mean,
I
they're
don't give an F
idiots.
about them.
Nobody cares.
Do they really know do they even know the religion of Islam or even do they even understand it? I don't give an F about them, man. They keep doing this bullshit and they rate England highly as if they're this kind of players. Excuse me?
Yeah,
I
they're
don't
like,
care, man.
oh, you're taking a moment away from Messi.
What stupid woman is it? Qatar is a Muslim country. They don't respect religion. What the fuck?
They said the one guy said they was covering his Argentina in a shirt, all that stuff, Argentina badge, bro. I don't know, man. These people, man, they will find anything to hate on a Muslim country, but it is what it is, right?
Yeah.
I don't know.
But no, like yeah, ultimately that just signified Messi being a warrior for his country. and it's just that was just the symbol of the ultimate respect for Messi as a warrior for
Yeah.
I
his
mean,
country.
that's like
So
a gift. That's like a gift from the Emir of Qatar.
Emir Qatar, yeah.
You know, it's like the I don't know. Is it like
Mm-hmm.
I mean, do they have a sultan in Qatar? I think there's
No,
somebody
I think
higher.
they have like a king. I think maybe.
I think maybe there's somebody higher than the Emir, but the Emir is pretty
no,
much
there isn't. There isn't.
there isn't.
Mm-mm. Amir is the number one.
Okay.
But yeah. Al Thani, he runs the country. He's like the youngest Emir ever too. I think he's like 38, 39, 40.
Okay. So
Yeah.
exactly. So the Emir of Qatar are giving you a gift, and you think it's a joke.
Yeah, it's
I no,
not a
I thought
joke.
it was, no, I when I watched it, I was like, this is so beautiful. This is such a wonderful moment, bro. I went on Twitter and I saw it's one thing to see people, regular people. When I see journalists, like the tier one journalists and real well-known journalists and pundits going crazy, talking about Qatar wants to be part of this. They should leave Messi alone. It was covering the Argentina shirt. It was covering the Argentina badge, and I was like, "What is going on?" Like these people have they have a problem with everything, and I tweeted out exactly what Tosin said. Because I retweeted the Lori Whitwell guy. I said weird, and what I said was weird. I said the fact that when people call or when people claim that English journalists and English pundits are xenophobic and racist, I said this kind of thing, this kind of quotes and this kind of comments does not help. It really doesn't, because like it just shows you like what is your problem with what they did. That was their culture. That's how they wanted to honor Messi, and that's what happened. And this is in Qatar. Is in Qatar. I don't know.
Mm-hmm. See, yes, sir. You
Yeah.
see, Garaneca and Co, all of them are prick. I call them prick and idiots. Qatar is a Muslim country. So you can expect them to do something different than the European people. Yeah, because they are Muslims. They understand the religion. They are a Muslim country. So Lionel Messi getting and they came back is part of the religion of Muslim. I went to Arabic school. So when I do my Arabic graduation, they give it to him. They give it to me. It's like congratulations. They honor me because that's like when I came back. I have to wear it, take a picture about it, and put it in my house. It's like honoring me and congratulating me on my graduation after going 8 years in Arabic school. That's an honor. So what the fuck the Garaneca is talking about saying let Messi leave? Excuse me, Qatar is a Muslim country. Can you please respect that country? Simple. What the heck is going on? This is literally just annoying the freak out of me. Excuse me, if they are a Muslim country, respect that country, their religion. It's simple. If you cannot respect them, get the F out and go. Very simple.
I'm trying bring up CFC ITY's comment, and this is a comment that kind of like shuts down everything. The guy Messi was happy. The guy was happy, man. The guy was happy to wear it. The guy was because he was getting honored, so he was excited about it, and then he had no problem with it. See, and why are these people crying? Yeah. No, it's my bad, Tosin. Go ahead, continue, bro.
You can't win against them. Steven, your take on that, because Steve, I know you live in UK.
Oh, I
Steve,
don't
No,
is
listen
that-
to.
I
I
no, I live in
don't. I
America.
don't
America.
listen to Gary Lineker and all them lot, man. I turn the commentary off, man. I don't want to listen to them, man.
I
Stephen,
live in
please.
America.
Stephen, can they respect is Muslim country? Because what they give Messi is being given to every
Oh yeah,
Muslim
bro.
when you go to
I
Arabic
didn't hear
school.
about
I
that.
ain't go to
Yeah,
I'm a Muslim.
there was
I didn't-
nothing. There was
I
nothing
didn't
wrong
hear
with
about
it, so
that
I don't
stuff
know why
until
these guys are
until
moaning,
I
man.
hopped on the stream. Yeah, like man, like why can't y'all respect like the Muslim country for crying out loud? Like,
Steve, I'm a Muslim. I go to Arabic school for like 8 years. I graduated from Arabic school, and they give it to me to honor
never
me.
knew you. I never knew you were
So
Muslim.
they honor me to say congratulations for
Yeah.
graduating from Arabic school. This is
Yeah,
an
bro,
honor.
bro.
A gift
Some
from
of
God.
these
So, what is
analysts,
bad in
bro.
it?
Some of these
Lineker, Gary
analysts.
Lineker, Alan
Wait,
Shearer, all that. They're just pricks,
I
man.
can I say my opinion?
Sure.
Yeah. Yeah. I just feel like some of these reporters and analysts, yeah, they're just these well-known analysts. I just think they're just so biased, man. I think that's the issue. They're biased and they're just full of it. That's just how I perceive it.
Hey,
Yeah.
my brother, Blaz.com.
Mr. Blue
Yeah,
Eyes, how
so I
you doing
know
now?
how fun,
Hey,
man.
how you doing?
Let me go. Let me
Man.
greet you. Don't worry. Today is
No,
a day.
no.
Wait. Yo, Blue Studio. Abdullah, why don't you greet me when I come in, bro?
Let me greet you. Don't worry. Let me greet him. Don't worry. Let me greet him.
Nah, I never get greetings like this, man.
Don't worry.
You gotta
Your
earn
own
it.
is gonna be separate because you're a PSG fan. So don't worry.
Damn, that's what it was. Okay.
Tell me time to stop. Tell me when to stop.
You can stop now, brother.
Yeah, come
That's
on,
what
you're
this is
embarrassing in front of the host, man. Come on.
You can stop now. Thank you. Abdullah. Thank you.
Tell me when to stop. To say, yeah, go ahead, brother.
Stop. Yeah, man. I don't know. Today, man. Today was
Nah, you're
one.
finished. Both ways with that. Whatever happened, the result, you're finished. Like
Yeah.
either way, you know.
Yeah, it's crazy. Like, but I called it that. I told you that Argentina was going to run these guys over yesterday. I'm
They
not
did,
surprised.
man. They ran them over.
Yeah, they ran France
over.
over. Yeah, France took a big chance, man. You don't
Oh,
play.
bless. Wait. Okay.
Yeah.
They told. Oh, Mexico made Pele wear a hat to honor Mexico after winning the World Cup in Mexico. Similar what Qatar did. Okay. That's not bad in it now. You just have to respect the religion. That's not bad.
Somebody's chewing on the mic, man. Nah,
Somebody's
that's
chewing.
bad.
So Bless, continue, man.
Yeah. Again, yeah, man.
Mm-hmm.
Big victory for Argentina. I'm not sure what France was doing. I'm not sure why they decided to play that way. But kudos to Deschamps for making those tactical and technical changes at the right time. Yo, somebody, please, man, just mute.
Somebody's
man.
who is eating, please.
My
Somebody,
goodness,
please mute your
man.
mic, please. I'm begging. Please stop showing, guys, please.
Again, yeah, no, but really quick though. France played well, but that midfield, that Argentinian midfield, man.
Speak on it.
Bro, I need to talk. Can I say one thing? I've been
Yeah.
saying his name all day.
Who?
McAllister.
Bro, Tosin, you
This
see my
guy
Tosin, hold on. When did I bring this guy's name up, please, Tosin? I need my flowers.
From the second game, before that Mexico game.
Exactly.
But
boy,
Tosin,
man.
as much as you give credit to McAllister, today Rodrigo De Paul was out of this world. The guy was unbelievable.
No,
not
was
really.
unbelievable.
McAllister ran the game.
Bro,
he was the man of the match.
No, McAllister was man of the match.
Tosin, rewatching. I watched it. Rewatch it. Trust me, rewatch it.
No.
The Paul is a donkey. He has no touch.
No, guys, this is something I will not have. I will not have slander on Rodrigo De Paul's name today. Rodrigo De Paul was unbelievable.
Jibs, thank you very much.
That donkey, right?
At least somebody's giving you my grade.
He was. He called him donkey all you want, but he was unbelievable today. He played the game of his life.
Thank you. This was my first count. No, but listen, Tosin, like you were saying, the way McAllister kept that midfield together. Today I couldn't stop. Everything that happened in that midfield went through Alexis.
Yep.
Everything that happened in that midfield went through Alexis, whether it's defense, whether it's interceptions, whether it's playing between the lines. Hey, guess what? Remember what we were talking about yesterday? Number of receptions?
Yeah.
Remember number of receptions? How many receptions did that McAllister average in this game? He was actually at the creme de la creme.
Yeah.
So I don't even know where to start. And then the way.
Wait. Bless, I'm sorry to cut you short. Guys, this is what Ramsey said to me in terms of what Pele was wearing when they played against Mexico. The same thing they gave to Messi today. They are the Kimba of Muslim where we were as an Arabic student. Same thing happens to show honor and respect to a Muslim country in terms of Leo. And this one from Mexico, he has to wear the cap. So why is Gary and those idiots speaking about it? You can't go against Muslim. They are a Muslim country. But I like it, and they're a Muslim country. So you gotta respect them and F off of the stream. Simple. F off and get out. Simple. Simple, man. Let's continue.
Yeah. Yo, listen.
And Alexis, that's who you was
Yeah,
talking about.
Alexis McAllister. Okay, sorry. Yeah. Some and Tosin, you actually
Guys,
helped
are you
me
guys
out here.
ignoring Rodrigo the Paul today? Are you guys gonna
Hold
just
on.
ignore the guy?
Let me just say something. Let me just finish what I'm saying,
Let me
please.
finish.
Enzo Martinez, Abdullahi, and
Enzo
Tosin.
Fernandez.
Then Enzo Fernandez. Can somebody tell me why he had a good game today?
Abdullah, should Chelsea send Fernandez?
Can I just finish, please? Can I finish with my statement,
Okay,
please?
sorry.
My goodness.
Finish up, brother.
Can somebody tell me? My goodness. Can somebody tell me why Enzo Fernandez had a good game today? Exactly. Guess what? Did you see him running at all today?
I don't think it was running too much. It was more
Exactly.
like just take his pass and that's it. Go back to his spot.
You can tell the coach told him to sit back. He sat back. He actually played like a DM. This is the first game throughout the tournament that I saw Enzo play like a DM. This is where you didn't catch him trying to run down the channels, trying to run past anybody. All he did was focus from deep. And it made the game so easy for him. There was no need for him to go up front to go and score. If you notice his game today.
No, the defensive side of his game really impressed me today.
Oh my goodness! And
you know what I was seeing? I was seeing shades of an Arturo Vidal type of
something like that.
It was...
And the way he makes passes to get out of very tight situations, I was really impressed. I'm like, okay, so this kid can actually play. This was his first.
He's not an O2 like I thought.
No, he's not an O2. No, he can actually ball.
You actually thought he was an O2.
King Black.
This guy don't shut everybody up.
Coach told the guy, say, yo, Enzo, I don't want to see you past that halfway line. Don't run past that halfway line. Just stay. Stay. And trust me, Enzo had a master class. A master class today. I was shocked. I can't even hate on the guy. I was laughing at the guy yesterday.
Hey.
And yesterday I asked them. I was laughing at him.
Yeah, I was here.
Yeah,
I was there.
I was laughing at him yesterday. Today I shut up. Rodrigo de Paul. Yesterday, let me make you Rodrigo de Paul.
Okay, yes.
Listen, you're preaching to the choir. How many times do I come in here and I scream Rodrigo de Paul and people say I have terrible scouting principles?
It's a donkey, but a donkey that knows how to walk.
I've been screaming Rodrigo de Paul from day one. I said, listen, you need a guy like, he gives me Gattuso vibes. He's not Gattuso, but he gives me a little bit of Gattuso vibes.
Man, respect Gattuso, man.
Oh no, I know I'm respecting Gattuso, but he gives me Gattuso. Yo, this guy has picked up a chip, man. Rodrigo has picked up a chip. He can talk.
Yeah.
And he played 85% of the games, if not all.
Yeah.
In this World Cup to win the World Cup. And you can tell that Messi left the keys to the car in his hands too. There's a couple of characters in that team that Messi left the keys to the truck with.
It's number one is Alexis.
Of course, it's Alexis.
Because they have such a great understanding. Like,
my goodness, it was like, yo, it's like 5 and 6, man.
It was like they've been playing for long, and I don't think he has had four
we might need to sign this guy. Like, I'm not kidding. The way he played,
relax.
Bro, do you want to sign everybody?
Leave alone. You want to sign everyone. He wants to sign everyone.
You got to come through.
No, he really impressed me this World Cup. Like, I love the way he can retain the ball.
I'm telling you,
and how he just,
He's clear of Vitinha. He's clear of Vitinha. Let's just put it that way. He's just clear.
That's it.
Bless.
Yes.
So let's have a discussion. my boy, my guy,
Roscoe da Gama.
Kylian Mbappe.
Yeah.
My guy.
Let me tell you the problem with my guy, Kylian Mbappe.
Future
Listen.
goat.
He is, my brother. He's already a goat. He's not a future goat. He's already a goat. But I tell you, my problem with Kylian Mbappe. You know, my problem with Kylian Mbappe is minus 85 minutes. I hope those numbers will stick with him for a very long time. Everything he did today, minus 85 minutes.
Yeah.
Because there is no.
But see, like I have to understand that. Rewatch that game and see every touch Mbappe had in those first 85 minutes and ask yourself, did he have any support?
No.
Because it's
So
like
now
on all those actions.
Now we're gonna talk about.
Wait. I'm sure if you watch a match compilation, like a
Bro,
player
he was
match
anonymous for 80
No,
minutes. What are we
no,
saying?
yes,
I
you
don't
can
even
say he was quote unquote, but look at every action he had. It was progressive. He was trying to link up, play. There was no support.
Bro,
You understand?
France,
There was no support.
France started playing. See, Mbappe started
continue,
playing
Blast
well
continue,
out
Blast
of
continue.
desperacy. It was out of desperacy that Mbappe decided to show up. They were desperate. They were like, this game is getting out of hand.
No, King Blank. Let me tell you why, and maybe I'm wrong. This is a very myopic position on my part. The reason why France actually put up a fight was because of Lilian Thuram's son.
Yeah.
It was because of that Thuram boy.
Yeah, that guy, he knows Mbappe very well.
And you know another. Let me tell you another. You know who else was a very important player in that French team? Let me see who can guess.
I like that other guy. That other
Colomwani.
Yeah, I like that guy.
Yeah, I told you guys about him. I was telling you guys about him.
Where does he play, Tosin?
I told you. Well, first of all, he plays at Frankfurt. He plays at Frankfurt, but he used to play at Nantes. And I remember I told you guys that quote about Thierry Henry when he watched the Colomwani goal and he said, "One quote canu, one quote canu." I was telling you guys about this guy.
And now I see why you're talking about this guy. You see that goal he missed? You see that chance he missed? It's hard. You know what? It's hard, but trust me, it's gonna make him a better player. This is part of the process.
Yeah.
And you know what I like about him? He imposed himself in the game. They started looking for him in the game.
Yeah.
Even Mbappe was looking for him.
Mbappe was the penalty that was Mbappe that passed him that ball.
But this is a kid I want to.
I think that was Thuram. It was Thuram that caused the penalty.
No, it was Colomwani that caused the penalty. It was Colomwani. The first one.
Listen, let me tell you what impressed me about Colomwani. And is his defensive abilities. That kid is very intelligent.
Yeah.
Because of him and this boy, the boy that plays
Marcus Thuram.
No, the boy with Jerry Coils. What's his name?
The Camavinga.
No, with
Kingsley Coman.
Kingsley Coman. The boy.
Oh, Kingsley Coman ball.
Man, I like that Coman guy, man.
NK,
Charlie.
Listen, the guy. I think
I like that Coman guy, man.
Colomwani and Colomwani and Kingsley Coman ran that midfield.
He did.
It wasn't Tchouameni and Tchouameni. It wasn't even Tchouameni. It was Colomwani and Coman.
And I think Camavinga
they didn't run any midfield. Like it was one-way traffic in midfield, to be honest.
No, they They just changed it to.
But they applied pressure.
Yes. What I mean, they ran the midfield is they ran the French midfield. They brought some life into the French midfield. The Argentinian side, right? They were driving but forgot to put on their seatbelts. That's what happened in this game.
I'm gonna be honest.
They were in cruise control, but
I'm gonna be honest though. Ultimately, Colomwani, Marcus Thuram, like all these players that we're praising and extolling, ultimately, they're not top players. You know, like they're not
they could be top players.
They're not high echelon, yes, but they're young.
Mbappe was carrying.
He did
think
carry.
About
he
it.
did carry. No, he
think
did.
about it. Really?
He did. You think they didn't?
Hold on. No, let me help you out here.
Let's
hold on. Let me just help you out here. My problem with Mbappe You see where first of all the first problem is we're not even giving him credit
You're
for
looking
scoring.
for a problem. For
No.
Give,
had a hat
give
trick.
him credit, guys. Give him credit. Give him credit. Give him
Yeah.
credit.
Come on now.
Hat trick in the
No,
final.
he always likes to give him tough love. I get it.
Go ahead,
No,
go ahead.
Tosin, he doesn't want to hype him up too early. He wants to keep him grounded.
No.
It's
See,
that role he's
Have
trying
you
to
guys
play.
have you guys noticed that we're not even talking about his 4 goals? You guys are thinking it's a hat trick.
Yeah.
He scored 4 goals today for me.
4 goals.
4 goals in
Yeah.
in World Cup final. So I'm not even gonna put that aside. What I'm talking about is you don't go hiding in the play park for 85 minutes in a World Cup final.
He wasn't hiding.
He wasn't hiding. I
He
trust
wasn't
me.
Oh my
He was
goodness.
hiding. He was hiding, guys. He was
hiding.
hiding.
What do you want him to
Can't
do?
He
believe
was
this.
hiding. He turned up in
I don't think
extra
he- I don't
time.
think he-
Second in
no.
extra time. That's when he started playing football.
No,
I
And
can't
it was
believe
almost
this.
too late. Honestly,
I don't
why
think.
is-
I
why
don't
he sounded
know.
like
So
this, man?
explain how
You guys,
quote
man, are
unquote he
crazy.
was hiding. I need to understand.
Yeah.
Bro, he
let
had
me
zero
answer this.
touch in the
Let me answer
opposition's
this.
box until
Blue eyes.
They couldn't get the team couldn't get the ball
Here we
up
go, here we
there. They
go,
couldn't
here
get
we
the
go.
ball into the final third. That's the point.
Blue eyes.
Do you
I
want
said
him to
it from
take the ball
I said it
80
from the
yards?
English game.
Yes, I thought yes.
I said it from the English game
Yeah.
that Mbappe wasn't touching the ball enough. You guys said it was static.
Exactly. He wasn't touching the ball. Okay, but if he's not
You guys
touching the
say
ball
Thank
enough,
you,
is that
Abdul.
his
Thank you,
fault?
Abdul. I said it
No, but if
here,
he's not touching
but
the
they
ball
said
enough, is that
it
his
was
fault?
tactics. They said
If he's not touching the
it was
ball
the
enough,
coach that asked
wait,
him.
King Black.
All
If
this,
he's not touching
you,
the ball enough, is that his fault?
Tosin, you told
Yes or
me
no?
that it was the coach that actually asked him to pull away from the players and move deep
Exactly.
into the midfield, and which is a lie.
I don't know what you're talking about. I don't know what you're
Oh
referencing.
God.
Hold on,
You
let
know
me
what I
No,
just
mean.
they did Mbappe wrong though at the end. Well, the guy did not want to take no pictures and want to stand next to the Argentinian players, bro. They did him wrong, man. Bro.
Wait, is there a beef between him and Messi? Because I thought
No, it's
No, there's no beef.
they
man.
never.
There's
There was
mutual
no.
respect, man.
Yo,
There's mutual
Emmy,
respect.
I
hugs or
need
anything?
Emmy to
I
come
didn't
in
see
here and talk
anything.
some sense, man. I need Emmy to.
No, I don't know how you guys could say Mbappe was hiding.
That's a
Hiding's a
lie.
strong
That's
word.
a
Can I just
straight
finish?
It's a
lie.
straight up
That's
lie.
a
Can I
straight
Let Blair
finish?
lie.
finish.
Can I
Let Blair
finish?
finish. So
Aye.
let him finish.
You
So
guys
This
asked-
guy wants him to dribble past 10 players or
Hold
something.
on.
I don't.
Hold on. You guys asked me a question and I'm trying to
Yeah.
answer, but you don't want to let me answer. So
Go ahead, brother. Go ahead.
listen, it's what's the best way to put this now? Let me see. Yeah. First things first.
Thank you, United Tunic.
First things first. If you get played out of the park for 85 minutes and nobody sees you, you're supposed to make yourself available to turn things around. He didn't even try. All he did was he kept lurking and running around, and that is this guy put him in his pocket now. What's his name? Who played that angle again for Argentina? Is it Molina? Is it Molina?
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Blue eyes, don't do this.
Hold on, was it Molina? I'm trying
I
to
think
remember.
I think Molina played.
Molina.
I think they took.
It was that Molina wing.
Mm-hmm.
Molina finished Mbappe for 85 minutes. Then what Tosin was saying yesterday.
85 minutes. It was for just 70 minutes Blue eyes because after 70 minutes,
hold on. So 70 minutes is just okay.
Blue eyes, you can't slander Mbappe.
So
like that.
wait. So who showed up
Blue
in
eyes,
the
you
span
can't.
of those 70 minutes for you?
For me, it
Like,
was. I
for
think it was
France.
Turam.
For
I
France?
think it was Turam. Turam was
No,
one of
You are
those
sick
that
if you
was
play
France's-
ball.
Thuram was
You
France's
are
best
sick.
player
No,
inside
time
20.
out, time
Like
out,
you
Bro.
guys are just saying
time out,
anything
time
now,
out,
man.
time out.
See, Tosin.
You guys are just
No,
I
saying
get.
anything.
time out.
You want us to rub his head with anointing oil.
No.
He's already a great
King Black,
player.
King Black.
There's nothing we
King
can
Black.
do from here. We
No,
can't
but
start
no, the
giving him a
narrative that he
hug
was
from here. Well,
ghosting is Mbappe never ghosts. I'll tell you that
he
right now. As a
ghosted
guy
against
who's
England
watching
as well.
every
Black,
big
you're
game
telling me.
for the last 2 years, he doesn't ghost.
Okay.
That boy does not ghost.
Okay, you win.
Let me tell you why Mbappe ghosted. If Mbappe can score 4 goals in a game and they still lose, he ghosted.
Wait,
Take
time
that
out.
to the
What?
Take that to
No,
the
man, guys. Mona, relax now.
Hold on, let me just say this again. Hold on, let me say this again so that it can make sense. When the best young player in world football scores 4 goals in a World Cup final and they lose, he ghosted.
He
scored 4, it's 4 goals, including the penalties. 4. It's 4 goals.
What are you implying? That the caliber of goals What?
Yeah, they were not they were not impactful goals. They were desperate goals.
But whose fault was that?
Thank you.
Oh my
This
god.
is crazy.
Nah,
But
this
whose
is
fault
Wow.
was
beautiful,
that, Blue
bro.
Eyes?
Nah,
Whose
nah,
fault
nah,
is
nah.
that?
There's a
Did you see
difference
the
between
second goal?
that's
Did
why
you
you
see
know
the
why.
second
Hold on,
goal?
hold on. That's why some people have. You see, that's why some people have, especially for Chelsea. Remember how many goals does Drogba have in total career goals?
Okay,
How
we
many?
know. We know.
And how many goals does Lampard have?
Well, clutch goals.
Exactly. So there's a difference between clutch goals and just scoring a whole bunch of
Yes,
goals.
you can score 20 goals against Birmingham City
Thank
or
you.
against Bournemouth.
Thank you.
It doesn't
Thank you.
matter.
No,
It's
but
the
what I'm
goals that
saying,
count. The goals in the final. The
Amy,
goals that win you trophies. The
Amy,
goals,
hold on,
the goals
Amy,
that win you games. That
you're
gives you
not,
3
you're
points.
not listening to
Those
what
are
I'm
the
saying.
goals.
But you're not listening
Not
to
goals
what I'm saying.
against some unknown people or
Amy, you're
farmers
not even
and
saying what I'm saying.
plumbers.
You're not even talking what I'm trying to say is that what you're saying is right in terms of not scoring against Birmingham. But in a game like today, it's about when you score. Today's game was about when you score. Right? So when France scored, it was all nice and dandy. But I think at that point Argentina was playing with house money.
But see,
Argentina was
let me just
gassed
tell you
out.
something. The game was
tired.
won in midfield. Simple as that. Mbappe, his role is not to be Mbappe's role is to be an outlet.
Why is it that when Mbappe has a bad game, then you start
He didn't have a bad game.
He
you
did
move
not
the
have a bad-
responsibility to
Wait.
you're trying to say it's because one department didn't work well. Why?
Yes.
Is it the
Because that
midfield or the
department
coach?
is
That's
responsible
what.
for
Oh
because
my
that's how you stop. Look, do you know how teams stopped MSN?
Hmm.
To stop MSN is you need to block that midfield. You block that midfield, you outplay that midfield. Simple as that. That's why MSN they never got past they won one Champions League and then they never got past the quarterfinals of the Champions League again because they kept getting outworked in midfield. This is what you do. Once you take out the supply to your front three, you've done your job. And that's what Argentina did. They took out the supply to the front three. They couldn't do anything.
Yeah, it took out Griezmann, it took out Giroud. So Blue Eyes, it took out Rabiot. So
No. What was insane is they took out Argentina took out the supplies to the front line. The front line had Giroud, Dembele,
They were
and
winning
Mbappe.
every second ball.
Yeah, all the second balls are. I'll talk about the game, but yeah,
but in that case, this is the and if Tosi, thank you for bringing that up. This is the reason why I wasn't happy with Kylian Mbappe, despite his world-class performance. When the Argentinian midfield takes out the French midfield, what you expect is you now have your attackers dropping in to become auxiliary midfielders, and this is what I expected.
And then you expect them to run 60 meters.
No, but it's not about running. It's not about
Blue
running.
Eyes. The
with the
Cristiano,
ball.
the Blue Eyes. Did Cristiano ever do that?
Can I just finish what I'm saying, please, man? Because when you run,
No, I'm just okay. Finish, bro. Answer my
when you
question
run
afterwards.
into
Did
the mid,
Cristiano
if
ever do that?
listen, all I'm saying is if a player is intelligent enough, you won't find him running around the place. That's what I'm saying. So if Mbappe drops deep, right, to help, it's not that he's gonna drop deep to run. You see, when Song drops, he doesn't run all over the place. He just waits for his
talking about
Tottenham son.
No,
Blue Eyes, you're sick. Blue Eyes, you're sick.
That
Songs
basic
and
ass
Mbappe
player.
are not the same.
Come on, man.
Listen,
But
in a
he's
game like
he's just making an
know
instance,
Mbappe
and you guys
is.
are
Blue Eyes,
only
you're sick.
reflecting on
Mbappe is
instances.
can I just finish, please? Can I
Blue
just
Eyes,
Let
you're
him,
sick.
let him make his point. It's like we just divert away
what's
from
going
the
on here,
point.
man?
Yo, okay, Black.
As
Now
soon,
let him make his
as
point.
soon as he mentioned Son, you guys resulted
When you start
into
saying they're
is
not the same
comparing
player,
Son
what are you talking about? Are we talking football?
Okay, Black. Okay,
Make-
Black. Are you being serious?
Can I just finish?
He's making an instance. Let him make his instance now.
Okay,
When
Blue Eyes,
one
go ahead. Sorry.
midfield, I'm
Just want
assuming that
to.
when one midfield cancels the other midfield, what should the other team that is down 2-0, what should they do? Now that we're even talking, they're not the same player. You guys want to educate me on the difference between Mbappe and Song. Fine. Okay. Argentina midfield, like Tusi said, cancelled out the French midfield. What do you think the French should have done? Live in motion. No, I'm not saying substitution. Live in action. Can somebody please suggest? Let's hear the geniuses here.
Maybe I think that's when
No, just stay. I mean, just hope, pray for a counterattack. Pray
Exactly.
for a counterattacking moment.
Exactly.
That's
Hope and
it.
pray. Inshallah. Thank you. That's what I'm saying. You see? That's what
And
I'm
they
saying.
got it. And they got it though.
No,
They
but
ended up
this-
getting it.
but remember
through
what I said?
Mbappe.
Remember what I said?
It was
Desperation.
out of desperation.
Thank
Yeah.
you.
No, but see,
Out of desperation.
but no, you have to understand. That's when it's the
I think,
last
and
20
I
minutes
think
of the
the
game. Of
desperation,
course, you're
and
gonna go
yeah,
for it.
I
Everybody
think
else is gonna
desperation
push
was
up.
from the coach, not necessarily, the way he threw the players on the pitch. Like, fuck it, man. For
Yeah,
all
just
of
throw
you.
everybody up
Yes.
front. That's all that was.
That's what I'm saying.
So he was
Desperation.
desperate.
That's what
and-
I said.
But
That's
that's
Zach,
but
this
in
is
that
a World
instance,
Cup final.
when you exactly it's a World Cup, it's do or die.
It's
So
a
that
World Cup
instance
final.
where
What
you
do
do
you want
that,
him to do?
where you do that, finally
you-
Mbappe's gonna
yeah.
have support. Finally, he's gonna have support. There are
oh my
bodies
goodness,
forward.
really?
There
No,
are bodies
Zach,
up front.
no,
There are bodies
like,
forward. There
What
were
did
no
you want
bodies
the guy
forward.
to do?
Let me
20
ask you a
minutes
Preach,
to go to the
Tosin,
World Cup
preach,
final.
preach.
There were
You
no
have 2
bodies
goals
forward.
down. What do
Tosin,
you
let me
want him
ask you
to
a question.
do?
Tosin, let
You
me
want
ask
him
you
to
a
just
question.
raise up his hand and
Tosin,
keep
preach.
shouting hallelujah?
Tosin, let me ask you a question. Let me ask you a question. In the first 11 that Deschamps chose for France, do you think when he chose that team, he said he created help for Mbappe in the first 11?
Yeah.
Let me
Number one,
let
let me answer
me
your
give you
question,
let me
right?
actually give you a stat. Okay, this is actually going to be a very interesting stat.
Okay.
So, Mbappe scored 8 goals, right, at this World Cup, right?
Okay.
6 out of the 8 goals came with Giroud off the pitch. Against Poland, he scored. Against today in the final, he scored. I think against Australia, I think Giroud wasn't in the pitch as well. It just goes to show that him and Giroud working well together, it's a myth. Most of his goals
so now
happened
Giroud.
with
So
Giroud
Tosin,
off the
now
field.
Giroud.
No. It's not. This is not to insult Giroud, but like Mbappe needs other players that are going to attract players with them that
Guys,
can
are
carry the
we
ball.
really going to shy away from 85 minutes of zero football? Are we
It was
really
not
going to
You're
do
going
that?
85
too far.
minutes
That's what they're trying to force.
No.
They're trying to
no.
force
So
it.
you're saying
Bro,
you're
where is
saying
this
you're
85
saying it
minutes?
was zero
They're
football.
trying
I
to say
can't
it
believe you
was
guys.
with start now.
I
No,
cannot
come on,
believe
man.
this.
70
As if we didn't
see,
watch football
for
with our
7
own
wait,
eyes.
wait,
Oh my
Black.
goodness.
I'll talk about the game, but for
Go ahead.
70 minutes in this match, France did not play anything. They didn't play nothing.
And
They
he's
had
blaming
0
one
shots on
player
goal.
for
They
that.
had
He's
0
blaming one
shots,
singular
and they
player
had
for
only
that.
1 corner kick in 70 minutes of this match.
And you're
Yeah.
blaming one singular
You
player
cannot
that plays
blame
an
one
attack.
player. You blame the coach at that point because the coach has already seen the pattern. At that point, the coach has to now make changes. He has to react.
I just think the
You've
coach was
hampered your
brilliant.
best player
I
in
can't
that
lie.
moment.
See,
You've
I'm not even
hampered your
going to
best
blame.
player in that
I'm not even
moment.
going to blame Mbappe
You're not
in
giving
this
him
game
support.
because I'm not going to blame him in this game. I
in
can't.
this match. He
No, he
reacted
didn't. No,
He
he
did.
didn't.
He did.
How?
No, he made
He
those
didn't
subs
change- he
early.
didn't
He
change
made
his
those
pattern.
subs
He
super
made
early.
it was so
What are you talking
early.
about? He made
It
those
was
subs
so
No,
early.
so wait. It's okay to make subs, but it's another thing to change the playing pattern. You're losing the second balls.
No, the pattern was never going to change anyway.
No. But what happened
It was
when
a counter-attacking team. Mbappe is a counter-attacking guy, so he's never going to change. They need to pull the old defense, the old Argentine defense.
But
They need to pull them away
after that
and then
70th
counter-attack.
minute when I think it was
Mbappe
Camavinga.
can play in all phases.
Wait, he brought in Camavinga for Tio.
Yes, really.
As soon as he made that change, Camavinga now
All his goals are on the counter-attack. What are we saying?
I'll talk about the game after you guys. But
You didn't see that goal against Madrid last season?
There's some tactical things that the
was that not a counter-attack?
Hold on.
That was a low block.
Let me ask a question. How many
What low block?
How many
Bro, he went
Madrid
to,
don't
he went
keep a
to,
low
he
block,
went
bro.
to 2 players, bro. That was a low block.
Hold on. Let me ask you a question.
But that was
How
a
many-
counter-attack
How
that
many
led
No,
to
it
that
wasn't.
goal.
It wasn't. It
superstars
wasn't.
were in these finals? How many superstars were in these finals today?
Just 2.
2.
Messi.
Okay. And
Three. Emi
No,
Martinez.
Di Maria is not a
Di
super-
Maria, though.
Oh,
Di Maria is a superstar,
Emi
right?
Martinez.
How
Emi
many
Martinez.
superstars were in
No,
this
just 2 superstars.
game? Just
Emi
two.
Martinez.
There were 3.
Blast.
Di Maria is a superstar.
Wait.
No, he's
I
a
mean,
star.
Okay,
He's a
okay,
star.
let's
He's not a
let's say
superstar.
20.
Guys,
Okay,
wait,
let's
guys,
just end the debate. 22
guys, wait,
superstars were on the pitch. Okay,
guys, wait,
because as if
guys,
we
wait.
cannot
Before
recognize
I move,
superstars from
guys,
stars
no,
again.
no,
before I,
no,
before
wait,
I
wait,
come to
King Black is Demara, no, a
guys,
superstar.
wait.
He's
He's
a
a
star. He's a
no. He's
star.
not. He's not a. He's
Before
not a
before I
superstar.
come to NK,
No, but
right?
he's someone
Wait,
he's someone that
wait.
shines. Anyway, I'll just stay
In as
when he's my
in as
club.
much
Guys,
as
don't me, I beg.
guys, in as much as you want to say Mbappe minus 85 minutes, I understand that, but still have to give him credit, guys.
No, but that's disingenuous. It's really disingenuous on Mbappe to say that he hid from the game. That's a lie. Mbappe does never hides. He never hides. Trust me.
Listen, when I say Mbappe hit from the game, it's you can take it's a statement that is called "to whom it may concern." So you take it the way you want to take it.
No, I just think, in my opinion, it was playing as a number 10, basically all through the game. It was playing like a number 10.
No. You see,
It was more like 2 10s
you
when
know what? Remember Abdul was
when the
saying
game
something.
started.
I don't know who was saying it. Was it Abdul or Kyle? This was a couple of streams ago that Mbappe needs to be man marked. I can't remember who made that. It was Abdul or Kyle. I remember.
It was Abdul.
And today, it was if I got it was like what do you mean? It just came to manifestation. Argentina did not man mark Messi.
No,
Mbappe.
Mbappe.
Yeah, they didn't.
Yeah.
They didn't.
They
They
did
say
not.
run if you want to run.
But man marking is dumb.
No, but
No
I'm saying
team man
today,
mark. Like you don't no one man marks anymore.
you see what Argentina did to him? They just zone marked him,
They
man.
say, yeah, they zone marked. They say if you want to run. But until that defender lost concentration, man.
Mbappe was all over the place, man. I don't know why you guys are not actually shining light on that. He had a fantastic performance. I mean, that's a world class performance. All I'm saying is that I think France needed him more in those 85 minutes.
Exactly. But you want to know something, Blue Eyes? If you want to say that, that's fine. But the coach needs to do a better job of not hampering his best player and to give him that support. Because he did up until 7, they didn't have that support. There was no
if you have to be honest, that's always been Mbappe kind of game, even at the last World Cup. Really, that's like, I think it's just the normal way they normally play, especially the French national team. They don't really play well. They don't really dominate games like that.
Look,
they just hit you on the counter.
If Pogba and Conte,
Pogba.
If Pogba and Conte were available in that game, and you had a team that can match Argentina's midfield in technical execution, okay, it's a different game. It's a different. With Conte's low center of gravity and Pogba's long range passing, it's a different.
Now you respect Conte.
Abdullah. I thought you said Tosin, from your word. Before this type of tie, Tosin said.
I'm listening.
Wait, he said Kante. He said Kante and Pogba. He said this one is even an upgrade to that one. He said
no.
Yeah, you said Chomeni and Rabiot.
Did I say that?
Were an
I must
upgrade.
Have
Yeah,
I must have been trolling on
you
purpose. I must have been trolling on purpose.
Hold on a minute. Can I say something? I know Amy is going to go soon. Can I say something? I'll be like,
yeah.
Can we have a discussion about Usman?
Oh my! We have that.
Can we have a discussion about Usman? Because when I was telling you guys about Usman, man, one thing to ask my head is like when I was closing, I said it.
Right.
He's not though. He's not.
That question. You need
to, but what has happened? I'm not gonna lie. I'm afraid for his career. I'm afraid for his career after today.
Abdul, you have to defend him. Abdul, unmute your mic and defend this one of them.
Yo, don't do that.
No, I'm afraid for his career. No, I'm actually afraid for his career after today.
Yeah.
4 billion people watched this game today.
So the thing is, this French team has not played well for the past 2 games. And I did mention, I warned you guys, I said, look, if they play the final like they played the last 2 games, or if they play their next game, or if they play against a team that is actually going to hurt them, they're going to have a problem. And that's exactly what happened today. They did not step up. Yeah. And one thing I want to say is the manager, the Argentina manager, actually outclassed Deschamps for the first half. That's where the problem of the game was. And Deschamps was able to respond quickly. And Mbappe was not in the game until those two guys came out. And as Blue Eyes used to say, you need donkeys, you need laborers, you need workers sometimes. It's not just about the flair. The flair wasn't working for them today until those two guys came. Those two guys actually saved. Mbappe did the scoring, but those two guys, not until they came on the pitch, nothing was happening for France. It
But
so
where did
happened that
Mbappe move? Where did Mbappe move? He moved central.
Here we go.
No, but you guys said I was saying to you guys. Anyway, I don't want to start dissecting that whatever too much. The thing is, Dembele has not had. He had his moments, but it seems there's a problem with Dembele's game, which is after he's created the chance, you score the goal. He hasn't been able to really properly translate that. But he's still a good player. But then when you have, you know, a team or players like the Argentine players facing you today that were tactically astute, that were street smart, they'll allow you to do all your running that you want all day. And then when it comes to the important moments, you know, they chop you off. But I wouldn't say he hasn't had a good World Cup, but he hasn't been as bad as people are saying. That's all I can say about him.
Abdul, talk to us about Usman. Talk to us about.
But he did. He just did. What are you doing?
Nah, you said generational. I was hearing generational from people. Come on now.
My people, come on, Usman, come on.
No, I never talk about generational. I just said he's a class player that I will have him at Chelsea, and I will still have him at Chelsea because he's better than all the guys we have. He didn't have a good World Cup, but he wasn't. I mean, he wasn't as bad as people are saying.
Yo, but I have a question.
Is he the player that you were telling me he was? That's what I want to know. Is he the same guy that you were? Because you were telling me a different dream. That's what you were telling me.
No, he is the same guy.
You know what he did? He just mentally he's just not there yet. He's still not there.
Let me tell you what it is. No, let me tell you what happened with Usman Dembele. And I'm not trying to say that I know what happened. I'm just saying I'm giving an estimation, a very humble estimation. And what's happening here is when you belong to I call it the Cottinsing group of companies, those wingers that like to cut in, they always get found out on the big stage. Cutting doesn't take you anywhere. So what Argentina did was, you know how to cut, right? Usman, you're the cutter, or you're cutting now. So what happened was Usman found too much real estate to cut in that he was shocked. He was shell-shocked. He was hoping that the Argentinians will come so that he can cut in and bring that ball into the midfield. But no, Argentina say you're going to cut till you cut grass.
Bless, you know what surprised me about Usman Dembele today? Giroud knows how to head the ball. No even crossing. Just one from Usman to Giroud. I was like, Usman, just one cross. Just cross one ball.
No, but the reason why Giroud lost, the reason why Giroud had a bad game was because of Tchouaméni and the other and Twan.
Yeah.
Tchouaméni and Twan were tactically absent.
No, like.
Yeah,
say that one more time about this place.
Yeah, all three. Not just don't leave Rabiot. Exactly, Rabiot as well. Don't leave Rabiot out of it.
Tactically,
those three midfielders
were just like they were bullied.
I think because people are people are having Giroud and Dembele as a scapegoats, and that's fine. But I feel those three midfielders, you're the connectors.
Exactly.
You're the connectors.
Exactly.
I think they were the three biggest culprits. They were the three biggest culprits.
Can I just say
Tchouaméni, Rabiot, and Griezmann.
Name them.
Rabiot, and Griezmann. Tchouaméni, Rabiot, and Griezmann.
Anyway, I just wanted to say, like,
thank you very much.
I think we underestimated how good this we really looked down on how good this Argentine midfield can be.
Yeah, the midfield
after that Croatia game, I started putting respect on them. They actually made Croatia midfield look like crap, absolute crap. And the same thing with France. I mean, we have to start looking at that midfield, man. That Enzo McAllister midfield, man. These guys are that they know what they're saying. They know what they are doing.
Blue Eyes, are you changing your stance on Enzo or
You know what? I am.
It changed. It
I
changed.
am. I
It
have.
has to change.
I have to, my brother, because and
And
it's
that Paredes guy is another guy, man. I didn't know that guy has that dog in him. That Paredes, he came on and there was this tackle. I was like, oh my god, he wanted to remove one guy's ankle, man.
Kamavinga.
I bet you, I bet you that assist
Oh,
from that McAllister assist was the cherry on the cake for him this whole World Cup.
Yeah, that pass, man. That was it. That was
No,
it.
listen, let me tell you something about that pass, ladies and gentlemen. For me, right, you know, I'm always extra. For me, it wasn't the pass. You know what was it for me? Was when he was when he was looking at the ball and running and timing it, and he knew where that ball was going to come and meet him.
Yeah, but that's Upamecano's in no man's land, so
No, well,
the space is there to be attacked. Simple
no, but
as
you
that.
still gotta be but you still gotta be able to attack it without being offside. You do. You still have to be able to attack that.
please,
space without being offside.
Blue Eyes, how bad is Lautaro Martinez?
Nah, that guy is horrible. That guy. You know who needs honorable mention for this Argentinian team? Tagliafico, man. Hey, Tagliafico.
Yeah, he tried today. That Acuna is bad, man. That Acuna, man. That
Stinks.
guy.
He stinks.
So,
Oh,
NK,
damn.
Messi, Argentina, Leo, Kylian Mbappe.
First things first, I think it was a great final. I enjoyed watching the game. And I was impressed by Argentina overall. I'll get to France later, but I was impressed by Argentina overall. I think, based on them winning, I think they deserve to win the game. Like they were in control of the game, but shit happens. But I want to talk about a few guys specifically. Antoine Griezmann, man, like this guy.
He's a fraud, okay? He's actually a fraud.
I told this guy in big games. I don't care about that World Cup.
He has blood on his hands. He has blood on his hands, man.
Oh, this guy in big games. I don't want to hear it, man.
I've been dissecting his numbers. Like, he has 21 big chances created. 11 of those 21 big chances created are from corner kicks, and then 3 are from indirect free kicks. This guy, man, was not creating anything like that, bro. Like,
he's got blood on his hands, man. He's
getting hyped for being Conte in defense. When tackles and crosses don't cut it anymore, what are you doing in the game? What are you doing in the game, Grease?
So
like, you're supposed to be that connector in midfield.
Yeah. Continue. NK, continue.
Yeah, man. I mean, this guy Griezmann in big games. I'm just going big pivotal games. He doesn't move me, man. This guy doesn't move me. Like, compared to Di Maria, for example. This guy Di Maria, when did he get substituted? 60 minutes? 50 minutes?
Well said. Well said. That's a good comparison. Well said.
60 minutes, man.
60 minutes. This guy gave you life for 60 minutes. This guy gave you his whole life. This guy gave Argentina his whole soul. Man couldn't, after 60 minutes, that man was just crying for the rest of the game. He was crying. So, this guy, imagine this guy Di Maria aged, I don't know, coming off injury. He was injured. Didn't play, and he looked trash before. I'll be real. I'm not gonna act like he wasn't trash. He looked trash before, but his mentality, the way he approached the final. I'm sorry. So Griezmann,
he's a big game player.
Griezmann, I don't. Griezmann, we have a discussion. And Dembele.
Chill on him a little.
No, I'm gonna chill.
Usman?
I don't enjoy seeing that, man. I don't enjoy seeing that.
No, but don't you think his career might be finished after that? Like, that's so embarrassing.
I don't enjoy seeing that. No, that is bad.
Usman, stop cutting. Usman, stop cutting. If you cut,
no, but Blue Eyes, don't you feel a bit bad though? Like what I saw.
I was so scared for him.
Argentina finished him. Argentina just shone the light on his running. Anyways, go ahead. Sorry, bro.
I don't like I'm not gonna say I hate the guy. I rate him. I respect him. Did I think he was generational? No, but I don't like seeing that. That's not something you want to see. That's that. No, you don't want to see that. Like, so it's just unfortunate. I also think that this Giroud discussion that we were having before. I'm kind of happy. Again, you don't want to see that, but I'm kind of happy that played out the way it did.
Benzema lives.
I'm kind of happy it played the way how it did, because a striker like that.
See Abdullah's face. Abdullah is running now. Nonsense.
A striker like that. I'm just saying, a striker like that. I respect Giroud. Don't get it twisted. The guy has, as Blue Eyes would say, created a niche. You can't hear on him. This guy, but a final like this, and you get marginalized and oppressed.
That's one thing. If I was a coach,
no, keep blacking. I'm like, talk to me, because I was hearing Thierry Henry, I was hearing Benzema, and Thierry
yeah, that was madness.
Why?
It was madness.
Why?
Abdullahi, I don't know what Abdullahi was smoking.
The uncomfortable discussion.
No, because Blue Eyes, you're telling me if just so happens if France don't win
Abdullahi,
their
egg on your
penalties.
face.
No, time out. Just if let's just say France scored those penalties and Argentina missed them. You're telling me we would have sat here and had a discussion about Giroud being better than Nah, sorry, man. Sorry. Like, I get the legacy, I get the accomplishments, but it's still football.
Giroud got so fast, man. Fast.
It's still football. But like, I don't want to make this about a roast session on the France team. I think Deschamps, it was desperation only, but he got the job done in terms of still making it a game. Mbappe, I don't think hiding's strong. I think hiding's a bit disrespectful. I can sort of understand it, but I think it's rude. Considering what I was seeing out there. Blame the guy. I can't blame the guy. Just Argentina just looked ready to play. And they had sometimes it's just about being ready. And these men were ready. So I can't go give credit to Argentina, but Kolo Muani specifically, Marcus Thuram, he was all right, but Kolo Muani, I like what I saw.
It was giving them problem.
Just from a mentality standpoint, I like what I saw.
Exactly. I'll take him at Chelsea right now.
I like what I saw in a final. In a World Cup final. Sorry, not even a final. A World Cup final.
He reminds me of Kalu, Solomon Kalu, man, young Solomon Kalu.
You don't do that. Regardless from that was a great save, but you don't play like that. Coming on the pitch, your mentality. Exactly. I don't know how good he is. I'm not saying he's.
How old is he?
He's 24, 25.
Oh, he's old though.
But I like what I saw. I'm not going to comment on your past. Don't want to bring up situations that I saw. Unfortunately, had to see. But I call him one, man. No. You have to appreciate.
Congratulations to that young boy, man. Yo.
Yeah. So yeah, I just want to say, Camavinga came on, impacted the game too. I'm going to count him out. So it's just the thing is, sorry, Tosan, I hate to make this about a Chelsea stream, but you see these players that Chelsea were linked with, just we signed, but the players we were linked with, just this tournament, just analyzing them. Rafinha, Koundé, Dembele, just because I'm just putting it out there.
Shit.
I'm just putting that out.
This is the right reason why players flop with us. Look at
just putting it out there.
Just take it.
People are sold on a narrative. This is what some people do. Ziyech and all these. And I'm not saying Ziyech is trash. Don't get twisted. But Ziyech, Pulisic, and Havertz, you're sold on a narrative. I'm sorry, it's the truth. So before when they come here, you're sold on a narrative. Yeah, this guy was doing this and doing that.
Yeah, you guys should go a different route. Those type of players, you guys should stay far away from them. Honestly,
I'm just, just saying. So it's unfortunate. I'm not mocking them or saying them because they're players. They can improve. But from what I saw, man, nah. Let's calm down. I get it. You want to get players. You want to improve. You are trash. But like sometimes our fan base, sometimes. And the players that we unfortunately missed out on.
Do you guys think Dembele will come back from this in his career? Like this was super in the World Cup final.
He
You
needs
think he'll
therapy.
come back from it,
He needs therapy. He needs therapy.
or his career is
Plus,
finished?
he has his wife, so it will be fine.
No, I'm like, this is deeper than that, man. This is deeper.
Yeah,
will
I'm
be
NK,
talking
fine.
NK,
about.
This
His
is
wife,
NK.
his wife is from Morocco, so I think
this is
Morocco, I
no.
believe
I'm
so.
like,
So
this is
it will be
purpose
fine.
talks. This is purpose. This is purpose
Guys,
talks.
can we all agree that Kamavinga is one of the best left backs out there? Because the job he did at left back, man, and that guy is not a midfielder. Man. He's not. He's not. He machoed Messi
No,
from
he's a
the moment
midfielder.
he.
He's a
He's a
midfielder.
midfielder.
No, I'm sorry. For that left back position, it fits in nicely, man. It's giving me the Zizenko type of vibe, the type of defender that can actually talk in midfield, bro. At a very high level, I don't think he can play. I don't think he has the composure and the discipline for the midfield. I,
That's
I
fair,
actually
but
love the
he would want to
position.
be a midfielder though. I don't think he'll like to play fullback. He'll complain about it.
Maybe he might actually go down to not really what he likes, but what's best for him. Because going forward, man, Madrid don't really care, really.
So, okay, finish up before I come to Oga help me.
But this was a great final. I think this final was great for football, generally. That BS.
Okay, can you talk about break Lloris? Not good in the penalty save.
No, my thing with goalkeepers is my general rule is save me one.
You couldn't even save anything.
Regardless of what happens, save me one. Save, not the miss. Save me one. That's your roles. If you don't save me one, you didn't perform your job. Unfortunately.
But do you know that in his career, I saw the stat today that he never ever saved a penalty shootout.
Yeah.
Every penalty shootout is
and Harry Kane still missed. So what does that tell
every
you?
penalty is faced. Okay, he has been beaten by every attacker. He has never saved any penalty.
Man, listen.
Yeah, 0 for 9 in major tournaments with France.
Harry Kane saw a demon that day. So sometimes, based on me being Ghanaian, Asamoah Gyan did what he did. Sometimes you're not ready spiritually to make that play. Like you're not ready spiritually to quite get it done. And Harry Kane, I think, found out. He wasn't ready spiritually and physically to perform that task. Unfortunately, that's what happens sometimes in football. That's football too. Like, so I mean, shout out Messi the GOAT. Messi the GOAT. In my opinion, they solidified it. That's like completely closed that door. So yeah, that's me done, man. That's me done. It was a great final. That's what we asked for, man. That's what we wanted. So this rig talk, let's calm that down.
Oga Emi, talk your talk, Mr. Emi. Talk. Mr.
Yeah,
Emi.
so I really appreciate everybody. I was listening to everybody talk about this. First of all, Toasty, where's Toasty? Where did he go to? He has disappeared.
There.
See, I told you we'll get to 171, right? We actually got to 172 in this World Cup. It's been the best World Cup probably ever. At least since I've been watching it. Today's game, yeah, man, the Argentine coach Scaloni, I have to give total credit to him. The way he set up his team, like they were like bulldogs, man. In the first half, like in short, in the first 20 minutes, I already knew what kind of game we're gonna get. They were everywhere. Like there was always two Argentine players wherever the ball went. Anywhere the ball was, there were two of them, and the first person attacks the ball, the second person picks it up, and the person that picks it up drives the ball forward. They were very, very efficient. Like they outplayed France in that first half. Like it was so bad that Deschamps had to take off two of his lieutenant generals who won the World Cup with him in Moscow last 4 years. He took them two out in in the 35th minute.
40th, I think.
Yeah,
48 minutes.
Yeah.
he didn't get to 40th minute. I think it was 35th, 36th minute.
It was
Yeah.
40th. It was 40th. I'm
Was
looking
it
at
It was
40th?
48.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
He didn't wait for halftime. He took out Giroud. Yeah, he took out Giroud and
And this,
Dembele. Those
and
two players were wow. I've never seen. This is probably Giroud's worst football match ever. But I found out something. I think I heard he had an injury. He was playing
mm-hmm.
with a knee
Yeah,
injury.
he was nursing it. He's been nursing an injury since the Poland game.
Exactly. So I heard that he was not fully fit, right?
Mm-hmm.
And not to make more excuses, but Dembele, wow, I'm scared for that kid. I'm scared. I'm
Yeah, I'm
scared.
scared for his career
I'm
after
scared. I'm
today.
scared for him because he's in a club too, where he's not gonna get a lot of redemption for what happened today. And
He's playing Europa League for the rest of the season.
I'm sorry, but I don't know. I don't know where this boy's football is gonna go from here. I'm really, really scared. It's a dark time for him. I was like, okay, it's very clear the Argentines are zone marking, with three players, zone marking Mbappe. Every time
Mm-hmm.
they know the ball is going to go that way. You are the empty, you are the free outlet on the right.
They left him alone though.
Exactly. And I think when you leave um when you leave Dembele alone, he gets bored. Like he just couldn't do anything. He couldn't drive. He couldn't get in. He couldn't do. At some point, I was like, "What's he trying to do?" As in, does he know where he is? Like, well, he played the last World Cup, but he didn't play the final.
Mm-hmm.
He was at the last World Cup, so at
Mm-hmm.
least if there's someone that's been there before, you should expect him. Oh man, I'm sorry, but yeah, he's not. He's not
Yeah,
as good.
SSB made a good point. Like Deschamps, his whole game system with France is just based on what Griezmann does.
Yes, and
It's too Griezmann centric.
yes,
And
and that's why they looked toothless in the first half because what Argentina did with Enzo and what's his name and DePaul took out Griezmann. Griezmann was not
yeah, like
he was not.
imagine they had a Paul Pogba, Conte, and Benzema in
Yeah,
there.
I told you,
It's a way different game, you know.
Tosin, I told you in the last game in that semi-final, this France team is missing Paul Pogba, and
But a lot. They're
everybody
missing
came
him
at
the
me in
most,
the
I feel.
semi-final. I was like, they need Paul Pogba.
That's a game for Paul Pogba. That
Yes,
type of game is a game for Paul Pogba, I
it's
swear.
very clear that they missed Paul Pogba from that, in short, from the quarterfinal. But the thing that's another debate for
Yeah,
another
from the
day.
quarters, they missed him in that England game too.
Yes,
Yeah,
I said it here, but people were like, "Oh, what do you mean? Oh, you're not giving credit to." I know, but Paul Pogba is a leader on the pitch, and he would demand the ball, and he would do something. He would drive with the ball. You will need Griezmann, even in the World Cup last 4 years, right? If you look at the way France played, Pogba was a good deception for Griezmann. He actually allowed Griezmann to get into those pockets of spaces because you cannot zone mark Griezmann and Pogba, right? You lose a lot of players. So today was very easy for Argentina to nullify Griezmann
yeah,
and
and
zone mark.
Chouameni, he's not
And
ready. Emmy, he's not ready.
yeah,
He's our
I'm
boy.
going to come, Chouameni. I'm coming, Chouameni.
Oh, it's
The way
already now.
Argentina,
Tosin had to make that one clear.
Tosin, you can't say
Tosin
that.
had to stop that and
Tosin,
make it clear.
and the
can't
way
say that. Come back. Come back.
The way Argentina walked in that first half, I was like, wow, these guys have watched this French team so much and they've understood the limitations of the French team. Because Mbappe was like, okay, what's going on? Like, I'm sure he kept asking himself, why are we not getting the ball? Why are we not even getting out of our first, of the first press of Argentina? The reason why they were not getting out was because you see the fullbacks of Argentina, right? It was this guy, Tagliafico, Molina. They
Mhm.
pushed up and they now helped win that midfield battle and get those second balls whenever the ball was either side of the field, right? They were hard workers. Like people say, in any game, you need those hard workers. You need people that understand their roles and actually apply those roles. Today, those two fullbacks of Argentina pushed into midfield, and then they said to themselves, you know what? If we can stop the ball, if we can stop the French guys looking up and finding a pass to Mbappe, Mbappe will have to now come back and come into this dirty fight with us, right? Because we're going to make it very dirty. And that's what he did. Now, my own thought was, Deschamps, react. You need to do something. That's why you're the coach. You need to do. This is the World Cup final. This is not a league game or a round of 32 game or anything. This is the pinnacle of sports. This is why you're paid the big bucks. He didn't change his shape. I actually thought, okay, do something to get more numbers. So a lot of people said, oh, the French guys were overpowered in midfield. Is because they were outnumbered. There was nowhere with those two central midfielders, that Rabiot and Chouameni. There was no way they could fight six players. It was pretty much 2 versus 6 every time. And because Giroud was up there, when by the time Giroud understood what was happening, they had already scored the first goal. And before Griezmann could even react, Griezmann could react, they were already 2 goals down. So what started happening was, it was 3 versus 6, and the way those Argentines they played very hard. They played probably one of their best 45 minutes of the entire tournament.
But let me ask you a question, right? You said in the midfield they were outnumbered.
Yes.
But we had already said it from previous games. Played by the French, that they weren't pressing and they always gave the opponents the ball.
Yes, and you know why? What they do?
Would that not be easy to that would be easy to counter if you don't press?
No, you don't have to. So there are different ways
they need to be better with the ball.
Yeah, there's so many ways to win to play in the midfield, right? The modern way is, people call it pressing, which is actually closing down the ball, right? You can do that, or you can just maintain your shape in the mid block, that's in the center circle, and tell the opposition you're not crossing. So you can have the ball in your half, but once you get to that center circle or anywhere around there, and when you try to now link to those players that play in between the lines, will not allow you to get it, will win the ball from you there. The French actually deploys that latter strategy.
I think a lot of what we are saying is actually an afterthought because we now know the results.
No, I said we said it here.
Fundamentally, what I discovered, especially in the first half, was the Argentines actually wanted it more. They were ready to drop blood, sweat, and everything on that pitch.
Yeah, they played with passion in that, and a lot of emotion.
Exactly. And the French couldn't match that. So it wasn't a game of numbers. The only tactical side that I discovered that they did right was like playing Di Maria on the left.
Yes,
because that was pulling Dembele back. And
not just pulling Dembele back. I believe that the French guys actually thought Di Maria would play on the right?
Yeah.
Because when they saw he was actually facing Koundé, remember what we said here yesterday, right? We actually thought the French would attack from their left side and defend from their right side, but today they had to do even more on their right side, where Koundé and Dembele were.
Honestly, Robin, where do we put Di Maria as a legend of the game? I have to say that right now.
That's what I'm telling you guys. When you guys say Di Maria is not a superstar, you know who Di Maria is.
I know. I don't want. But superstar is, you have the commercial
vehicle
behind you as well.
Because he doesn't have commercial. Oh, that's fine. Yeah. But Di Maria, since I've known that kid since that
he's one boys from Rosario,
under 20.
He's a winner.
Since I knew that boy then, Man, that boy has been money, man. He's been
Yeah,
money.
no,
Yeah,
it's
and
an honor
somebody
for him. He's the
and
So,
all-time
Amy,
assist leader.
hold on. Amy, talk to us
you see,
about Trameni. You're dancing around Trameni. I want you to.
no, no, Emmy, before
I've said
you go
I've said
ahead,
Tchouaméni.
Emmy,
So
Emmy,
the
before you go
problem,
ahead,
the problem, the
just
French.
2
I've talked about
seconds.
the French
Emmy,
midfield.
before you go ahead, 2 seconds, right?
Yeah, go.
That shows that the South Americans coaches or the way they look at football, they are more deep than the way maybe their European counterpart and most other people in the world actually look at football. Because the thing is, we've been saying it on this stream so many times that all this copy and paste, where everybody's just playing with inverted wingers, they obviously shocked the French today by putting Di Maria as a direct winger rather than like an
Yeah.
inverted winger,
Yep.
and that worked for them to some extent.
Yes, it worked for them, not to some extent. That's what won the first penalty in the first place, right? Because Di
Exactly. So
Maria
somebody
now
has been
became.
listening to this stream. Somebody has been listening to this stream. All this nonsense of just using inverted winger is not all the time. You have to take decision. Do you want to
See,
use
these are the
inverted
things. These are the
or
things
direct
that.
wingers?
These are the things that Pep has. Pep brings into the game. Where he's playing all this. Football in the World Cup. All this Pep. All these Pep guys. Everything. Sometimes you need to be more indigenous. And today I felt, most of the French guys that were missing from this World Cup, they missed them in this final. They don't miss them so much in this tournament until they got here today. Today, I could tell you that if they had Nkunku, they have Pogba and Kante, they win this game in 90 minutes. There's nothing, right? But the thing is, it's what it is, right? They don't have those players. They've gotten to this, they've
Yeah.
gotten this far without those players. Because when I see, players like Thuram, I'm not saying anything from Thuram, but Thuram actually played very well. I'm sure his father up in the stands was just saying, wow, my kid is ready. He's going to be ready even more by the time the World Cup comes, in 4 years' time. Now, let's talk about Tchouaméni. Today, I'm telling you guys, I feel it's probably like, I think this World Cup came a little too early for him. I'll probably wait. I'll probably no, because something happened.
It was a
right?
hard role to fill, to be honest.
Yes,
I'm not gonna lie. It was very tough role to fill.
Can anybody replace N'Golo Kante? I
No,
don't
but
think
Emmy,
so.
you weren't saying that for the past 3
This is
weeks.
not what you
didn't
were
say that
saying.
for
Like,
the past 3
exactly.
weeks.
Come here, you come
And
and now
Toast,
you
don't
change.
laugh as well. You are
Many
go.
times
Yeah.
Go.
No, I will not allow. I
Tchouaméni.
Bro,
will
I'm
not
not,
allow
bro.
you
I
to
swear
use
to God,
that
I'm
excuse.
really
No,
not a
they
super
don't
Messi
vote.
super
They
fan.
don't
Don't
vote.
try to
but
paint me as a
no,
super
but
fan
You
of
didn't say this for
nah,
Sunday.
player.
Now,
no,
come on,
but
Don't
Joint
come with that
enterprise.
energy.
Joint enterprise, bro.
he
Joint
tried.
Don't come
enterprise.
See,
with that
like I
No,
energy.
said,
but
like I
Like,
said,
Amy,
today he was
Amy.
against six. He was
Amy,
against six midfielders.
Amy.
There was no
The
way.
same energy where you take
No, I'm
all
saying,
these guys.
see, like I'm saying exactly what the tactical game came out to
No,
be. You
Amy.
can't play. You can't
Amy,
play. You can't play.
Amy,
You
that is
can't play
not
more
the
than yourself.
question. That is not the
No,
question.
you
The
can't. No, that's the
question is
question. You asked me about Tchouaméni.
no. The question is, after everything is said and done, now that the curtains are down at the World Cup,
He's still going to Madrid. He's still going to start in Madrid.
hold on. Is Tchouaméni what that? You remember that hype that you were
No,
hyping?
he's still.
Yes.
I still
Remember
believe
the
in
hype.
Tchouaméni.
he's
That has
still a
not
top
changed.
player, man. He's a
That has
top.
not
He's
changed.
not a world
That
class
has
player.
not changed.
He's not
How
world
is he?
class.
Nobody
He's not
said
world
he's
class.
world
He's
class.
not.
Whoever said he's world?
He's not
Okay,
world
You
can I?
class.
said he was world class.
You said he was.
Wait, Blue
Yo,
Eyes.
Yeah,
yo,
Yes.
Toast, you promised
Emmy,
me he
you
was
said
world
he
class.
was.
No.
He will
Don't
be
put words
world
in my
class,
mouth.
but he's not world class.
Ah,
No,
you
I've
said he
never
was
said
world
Tchouaméni was
class.
world class.
Hey,
Right?
Emmy, you
Hold
said
on,
you did.
hold on. Let me
Never
ask
said,
you.
Never said he was
Amy,
world class.
do you
Amy,
know what world
hold
class means?
on. Amy, hold on. Let me ask you a question. Tchouaméni and Declan Rice, who's better?
I'll still take Tchouaméni.
Oh, I'll
That's
take
my
Okay.
Tchouaméni
preference.
still, yeah.
Yes,
No,
I will
Toast,
still take
Toast and Emmy. Let
Tchouaméni.
me ask you a
So,
question.
Tosin,
That
you have
never
accepted
changed.
the release.
No, Toast, Toast and Emmy.
Because
No,
you
I'll
and
still take.
you and
No.
the
I'm
Tchouaméni
looking.
boys
Don't
as
put
well.
something in my mouth.
He doesn't play
Emmy.
No,
Champions
Tosin
League
was
football.
not.
I can't take
just
Declan Rice
Tosin
imagine.
was in the
Tosin,
Tchouaméni boys, man.
Tosin, just imagine.
Telling me it was
Declan
it's
play
an
like this.
upgrade
No,
to
just
Pogba
imagine Declan
and
play like this.
No,
What
I
would
never
you
said.
say?
Did I actually say that? I must
I
have been
swear you
trolling.
said that. I
I
swear you
must have
said
been
that.
trolling.
I never
My
You said
fault.
they wouldn't
Pogba is
miss them.
different.
You said they
But
wouldn't
the
miss them.
All of a sudden, Amy wants to tell us the story about how the tortoise
Yeah.
killed a rat.
Emmy, talk about
there's
it.
no way you can change my stance on
Emmy,
Tchouaméni.
talk about
Tchouaméni is a top
Kylian.
player. He will always be a top player to me. It's just that this World Cup came a little too soon for him.
No, you said he was
And- but-
outnumbered. He didn't know
But
what
he's
to do. He
still,
was
but he's still
outnumbered.
better to me. I'll still take him over Declan Rice.
Yeah.
It's not going to change.
But
Yeah.
Emmett, talk about the man himself, Oga Kylian Mbappe.
No, for real. Mbappe showed everybody 4.5 billion people watching the game today. He told them, hey, hold my beer. Hold my beer. Now let me show you guys football. He took the game to Argentina. Argentina were probably like, whoa, where was this? As in, they felt the guy's heat firsthand.
They were scared. Like people were
They were
scared
running
every
away.
time they were
I've
afraid when
never
he had
seen
the ball.
anything like that. Never. You can ask those players that marked him today. They were like, bro, we thought we had him until that 70th minute. The guy just took off his cloak and said, okay, let me now show
No,
you guys.
it's as if De Lima was in front of them. That's how it was looking.
Everybody
That's how it was looking.
that watched Mbappe today said, R9 is alive. R9 is alive in this kid. People saw R9. In fact, there was one of my friends, the guy called me, the guy said, bro, I've never ever thought I would see R9 again in the game. This guy is R9, Mbappe. Yeah.
Yes, sir.
And at the end of the day, I won't lie to you. That last chance, he missed it, and he said to himself, "Puta." He knew the World Cup was gone.
Yeah.
That one he dribbled from the touchline, from the goal line where he beat two players, and he didn't need to beat the third player. He just needed to shoot the ball across.
No, but he just wanted to make that extra yard of space to get
he
really
didn't need
clean.
to. He didn't need to, and that was when he knew.
But that whole
that was when he knew the World Cup had left him. As a king, you know something has left your body at that time.
That was world class defense. No, hold on. That was world class defending on the part of Argentina.
No.
Bro, he beat two players. He erased two players.
The way he erased those two players.
But remember,
those guys were gone. And if he scored that goal, it's game over.
No, but what I'm saying is, when you get beat, right? If you get beat, fine. But the guy beating you, by the time he beats you, you want him to find himself cornered in spaces where your people can come and help.
To me, it was
and that was exactly what happened today. By the time Mbappe finished beating two guys, you see, when was it Otamendi that came in and intercepted? I think it was Otamendi.
There was just a third guy that just naked.
Exactly.
It was he wanted to beat the third. He didn't need to. Yeah, that's not like something against Mbappe. Yeah, that's not something you just hold against Mbappe or anything.
No, all he needed to do was just shoot across. I actually expected him to shoot across Martinez because he could
don't mind blue eyes. What Mbappe
blue eyes can't take it. He can't take
it.
Mbappe
is talking about Mbappe is the GOAT.
He's better than Cristiano. I'm gonna tell you this right now. He is Mbappe.
Why are you trying to include? Like, please.
No, I'm dead serious.
Today, man. I don't think
Cristiano has never scored a hat trick against Messi.
I don't think
Mbappe has done it twice.
Yeah.
Not once, but
twice. If I should tell you guys something. When Mbappe scored that second goal,
there was Mbappe for 70 minutes.
But wait.
The World Cup final.
Is Ronaldo playing a World Cup final?
This is the World Cup final.
I don't know why we're not addressing that question.
There was no France. For 70 minutes, for 70 minutes, Deschamps was out-coached.
I cannot believe guys not addressing that question.
And man scored a hat trick, and now you're trying to say he goes.
Guys, wait.
No, he didn't.
I want to
you guys are funny.
Guys, do you know when last someone scored a hat trick in the World Cup final?
1930 or something. Yeah, like come on, bro. A man scored a hat trick. Y'all trying to make it seem like he goes.
I want a pull already.
Yeah, it was the English. I think the English guy Hurst.
Wait.
It's called the hat trick in the World Cup final. Yeah.
Okay, I'm gonna start with you. Okay, objective and be very fair. At 24, Cristiano Ronaldo at 24, Kylian Mbappe at 24. Who is better technically?
What year was Cristiano at 24? What was
2008, 2009?
37 minus 13. 13 minus 22.
just before he went to Madrid.
2009,
Okay.
2008,
That when he was
2009.
in Man United, when he won his
His
first Champions
his
League.
last
Yeah, I
season
don't
in
think so. I don't think so. I don't think so. I don't think so.
So who do you
Actually,
think is
oh
better?
no.
Who do you think is better
No,
now?
I take it
Everything.
back. I take it back. I take it back. He was. Oof, that's tough. You know, that's actually hard. Um, damn, yo, this is actually hard considering what what I remember seeing, even from early, and then rewatching the games. Cristiano in the Prem. I'm sorry, I'm a Prem guy. I'm so sorry.
24 now.
I'm
Mbappe
so
24.
sorry. But yeah,
Mbappe 24 on Tuesday. So let's make that comparison.
I think Mbappe is impacting the games more. No, I
I'm
can't say.
glad
I
you're
can't
being
say.
honest. I'm glad you're being honest, NK. Like
Yeah,
I'm glad you didn't fall prey to nostalgia.
No.
I think it's actually very tough.
And
It's a very
Yeah,
difficult
it's tough.
question.
I
It's
will
tough.
come
I
to
can't
you,
cap.
King back. I will
No,
come
no,
to you.
no.
Don't worry.
I think Cristiano Ronaldo at 24 supersedes Mbappe with goal scoring. But in terms of skill, impact on the game,
Not even in
probably
goal scoring, though. Not even in goal scoring.
no. I mean,
Look at Ronaldo's numbers
no,
from 18 to 24 versus Mbappe from 18 to
no.
24.
I'm saying at 24. We say at 24. That was when he scored like the first time he scored like, was it 30 something goals or 40 something goals in the Premier League and Champions
No,
League?
Abdul, what he's saying is by the time Ronaldo was 24,
24, and what he accomplished in the game.
yeah, what he has accomplished in the game, or how good was he
How good
at that
was he
No.
point
playing as well? Yeah.
Wait. I'm taking
compared to
out.
how
I'm taking
how
out
good Mbappe
accomplishment.
is
I
right
just want
now.
to say talent
Oh,
and ability as a player. I'm taking out accomplishment now. Both in Mbappe will be 24 on Tuesday. So
I
between him
still
and
think that's
Mbappe
hard. No,
now,
I still think that's
so who is
hard.
better?
I think that's
You
a
cannot
very hard
take
question.
away accomplishment though. You can't.
Yeah, you
Because
can't do it.
but Ronaldo has
okay.
won more than him. Though.
Because
Ronaldo has
there
won
was
more than him.
he has the Ballon
Exactly.
d'Or.
I know. That's what I'm saying.
Ronaldo had the
Listen.
Ballon
Ronaldo
d'Or at
has
24.
won more. Yeah, I know.
Listen
He's
to
won
this,
more.
right? Abdullah, 2 seconds. At 24, Cristiano Ronaldo had played in the Euros final, had played in the semi-final of the World Cup, has won the Champions League, and has won the Ballon d'Or.
Yeah, but Emmy, the thing
But
is,
Mbappe has played in
is,
2 World Cup finals, played in the
Mbappe,
Champions League final,
mhm.
and
Mbappe, and yeah,
Mbappe's
and
won more.
Mbappe
he's
is
played big
arguably
games too.
he should have ranked a lot higher in the Ballon d'Or list. Let's be real. He should have been a lot higher than what was stated. I can't hate on the guy.
No,
Like,
It shouldn't. It shouldn't have.
no,
It
he
shouldn't
should.
have.
He should. He should.
The
No, he should.
Ballon d'Or is not every 4 years. It's every year. So
No,
you
I get
can't.
it. No, I
If you
get it.
only
I
show
get it.
up in the
No,
World
King
Cup,
Black. No,
you're not
no,
getting
no,
no
no, no,
Ballon
no,
d'Or.
no.
That's
We'll
it.
discuss that later. No. We'll discuss that later.
If you,
Like, it's close. I think it's quite close. I think it is quite close. With all due respect to Cristiano,
So let me.
I'll
He
give
will
it to
surpass
Cristiano.
him. He will
I'll give the
surpass
edge to
him.
Cristiano.
So
Actually, I
King,
can't.
King,
I can't. No, I can't.
King.
I can't.
Let me come to you, King. 24 Ronaldo, Kylian Mbappe now 24. Who's better? Talent, ability as a player. King, you there? I think King muted his mic.
yeah.
Okay. 24 CR7 and now Mbappe at 24. Who is more better? Ability and talent.
It's very hard. I can't lie, but I think Ronaldo was better. Ronaldo was better. He was scoring all type of goals. All type of goals, free kicks, headers. It was that good. It was dribbling, taking on players. It was dangerous, constantly dangerous for 90 minutes. You know, it's not as if he doesn't ghost at all. Back then, it was wasting.
Oh
That
my
was a
god,
lie.
yo, this
That's a
guy is sick.
blatant
This
lie.
guy is
Honestly,
sick,
That's a
man.
blatant
bro,
This guy
lie.
is
bro,
sick.
the year he won the Ballon d'Or at Man
Mhm.
United, how many
Mhm.
league goals did he have? I think it was ridiculous. It was over
Yeah, he scored
30 or
like
something.
20. No, not over 30.
Was it 30?
Maybe it was
No, I
just
30,
think he
30.
got
31 or
28.
He
something.
He
scored
got 27 or
42. He
28.
scored 42 in all competitions.
Yeah, 42 in all competitions. Back then, nobody was doing it. It was crazy. Even the Champions League win, it was scoring free kicks. It was
No, in the
banging in free
Champions League.
kicks, man.
No, what?
In
No,
the
he
Premier League
ghosted.
and
He
everything.
ghosted in the
No, in the
Barcelona semifinal. He ghosted a
nah,
little against
yeah.
Chelsea. Like, no, you
Barcelona
guys
was
are
a
gonna
better
act.
team.
You guys are
See,
don't lie. Don't lie and act like they
but
were
Mbappe,
putting in 90,
ghosted.
90-minute performances. Don't say
Mbappe
he was
ghosted
putting
against
90-minute
Bayern.
performances.
Mbappe ghosted. Mbappe has been ghosting for a while now. Stop it.
Mbappe Mbappe don't ghost, bro.
Stop it. Stop it. Tosin.
No, but I'm
Football
saying
isn't
this
played
though.
every 4 years.
No, but I'm saying this
But
though.
I'll take
Mbappe,
Ronaldo
since
anyway.
Mbappe scored that hat trick at the Camp Nou in 2021 till now, he's had the argument of best player in the world. Honestly, if you're objectively watching him consistently week to week, he's had the argument of being the best player in the world.
Who?
Honestly,
You mean
Mbappe.
week to week against Montpellier?
It doesn't matter.
No.
It doesn't matter the platform. Mbappe shows up, and you
How
know
can you
this.
say it doesn't matter the platform? It does
Because
matter the
he
platform.
shows up in Champions League as
Because
well.
it's his league.
Mbappe, wait, let me just say this. Mbappe is the top scorer in Ligue 1, Champions League, and the World Cup right now. Like, what are we doing? Like, what are we doing here, guys? Like, what are we doing?
Checkmate.
Wait. What did he say?
He's the top scorer in Ligue 1, Champions League, and the World Cup right now.
Is the Champions League over? Has he won it?
Is the World Cup over?
It's not about winning it.
The World Cup's over. The World Cup's over.
The World Cup is over. Yeah, but it's not. It wasn't the best player in the competition. A 35-year-old was the best player in the competition. So.
Oh my goodness!
It's not a shame. It's not a shame to be to. Messi's the greatest ever.
Messi's the greatest of all time. King
Yeah,
Black. What's wrong with you?
It's a different. That's.
I have a question.
There's nothing there.
Leave King Black alone. Let's King Black alone.
What's wrong with King Black?
Can I ask a question, please?
Go ahead. Go ahead.
What happened to the first 85 minutes in that game?
Thank you. And also, Chouameni, we need to go back. We need to.
No. See, look, you guys can go on Chouameni as much as y'all want, but this Mbappe, this narrative that he ghosted is cap. It's straight.
But why are there some players that just get away with anything? Why? And Ronaldo and Messi, they never got away with all of these things. People like Neymar, Neymar get away with serious murder in all their career.
Bro, honestly, Neymar is hated all the time, bro. You see how English media talk about him?
Maybe he's hated by Brazilians, the Brazil fans and all that. But normal fans, that IT merchants, they just never thought he never does anything wrong.
Wait, so time out. Who had the worst performance? Mbappe?
It's Neymar
Mbappe
or De Bruyne?
Neymar against Croatia.
Neymar and De Bruyne. It's in between both of them.
Mbappe in the final.
I don't know. I can't even tell who has worse.
Mbappe in the final was worse than. You're interesting. Blue is interesting. Tell me why.
He let it get to him.
Yo. First you were saying it was a world class performance. Now you're saying it's not. Yo, Blue tells me that.
No, the spotlight get to him, man. Yes, I can hear you.
Objectively, and I don't want to use narrative.
No problem.
Let's be very factual. Footballing. Ronaldo 24, Kylian Mbappe 24
Ronaldo,
now.
man. Ronaldo 24. But the thing is, you see, it's hard. Ronaldo had volume. He had volume. Kylian Mbappe had more. I think so far, Kylian Mbappe probably has more impact. Not impact, but more.
Would you say Mbappe is more?
So he's better.
I think on the eye test, Ronaldo was better at 24. Let's be honest.
No.
Yes, he was.
This
guy doesn't respect Cristiano.
No, I don't. I don't like. I don't like Ronaldo. Like, I'm not a fan of him. But
give it up, man.
Like he was great, but
give it up, man.
He wasn't.
Abdullah, what's the question?
He's not Mbappe.
So I said
Mbappe's box office, man.
Who's better? Ronaldo.
And Cristiano at that time was on box office.
Ronaldo, man. I give it to Ronaldo.
Cristiano is good, but man, Mbappe is just
Mbappe's
a different level, man.
Maybe a little bit different.
Bro, this guy won a Ballon d'Or at that Man United.
If you transplant Mbappe to 2005, he'd win 3-4 Ballon d'Or.
When was the last time anybody won a Ballon d'Or at Man United? Never. Ever. Bro, it's not a joke, man. It was a joke then. I don't like it.
Okay, and then the following season he lost the Golden Boot to Anelka. So what did he really do?
Wow.
So I mean, like at the end, look, that's not
wow.
Come on, man. Like, don't rewrite history.
No comment. So Blaise, will you say now Mbappe is more effective
Mbappe
then? The argument I had when I was saying Tosin was Mbappe I'm seeing now 2 years ago, 3 years ago, 4 years ago is different than Mbappe I'm seeing now.
And let me just say this, Blue
Mbappe,
Eyes.
wait, Tosin.
Oh, yeah,
Mbappe
my bad.
in PSG and France, I said it to Tosin. He uses his brain more. He knows when to run and he knows when to stop. Mbappe now is even more playing.
But what happened in the first 85 minutes?
Wait, King, wait.
It's a good
Mbappe
question.
now,
I don't know why we're dancing around the 85
right,
minutes.
Mbappe now chooses moment to run. And I said it to Tosin when it was 1970. I know he scored this goal, but it's like headless chicken. Just run, no brain, pace and power. But now it's been more mature and he chooses moment to run. And I'm okay. I'm liking the new Mbappe I'm seeing now. Okay.
A bit more composure.
It's
No,
more
but like
it's more mature. It's more matured now.
Yeah,
More
like
matured.
what he
Maybe
scored
because
8.
his
He
age,
scored 8
maybe
goals,
because
right?
his age and everything.
So he scored 8 goals in this World Cup, the most since R9 in 2002, and
And his
all
team
those
got to
8
a semi.
goals. If you look at those 8 goals, not one of them did he use his pace.
Yeah.
Not one of them. So you can't reduce Mbappe
to a pace and power, pace
just
machine.
pace about at that
It's
point you're just
disrespectful.
racist. You're just racist.
Yeah,
Just say
it's
you're racist.
disrespectful.
What are you talking about?
No,
It's
I mean just say
disrespectful.
that's really what people be
Dude,
reducing
it's
him to.
disrespectful to just limit this guy.
They reduce his technical qualities.
Come on now.
I mean the man has twinkle toe feet, bro. Like look at him go.
Listen though. Okay. I hear you with the twinkle toe feet. I hear you with the stereotypical statements. I hear you with everything, but I don't hear you talking about what happened to 85 minutes that was gone with the wind.
Okay. You know what? Blue Eyes, you dissect those 85 minutes. You dissect. Tell me what you saw. Tell me what you saw.
Thank you. Somebody's listening. Finally,
Okay.
I've been crying.
Tell me what you say. All right, go.
I tell you what happened, Tosin, is that Argentina zone marked Mbappe to feel like he's not needed in the game. Argentina zone marked Mbappe to the point of
he got marginalized. See it.
Yeah, he got marginalized. Yeah, he was rendered surplus to requirements.
And they told him, I think you are Asafa Powell. Oh, run.
Yeah.
Run.
No, literally. He was.
Since you like to run.
Listen, Molino.
And this guy.
Molino.
No clue.
I not mention something like Mbappe.
Blue Eyes Lad.
Yeah.
Let's him learn. Let's
Molino and what they did, right, was they put Mbappe in that position where, if he runs, he's going to run into an offside trap. If he doesn't run, he's going to be useless. So it's basically a duality that was of no value. He was stuck in he was stuck in a duality that was of no value because he could run, but when you run into an offside space. It was oceans of offside space.
Okay, well, talking with Blue Eyes.
So run, but like, is he getting any balls?
Blue Eyes, I need to ask you a question.
Like, yes, go ahead. Tosi, I'm coming to you. I'll come back to your question.
Yes. Let's say hypothetically,
we
get Mbappe in the final. It goes there, but they score and not pick.
Yeah.
Will you be saying the same thing now? You're saying
if they won, it's different. They didn't win. Abdullah, that's the problem. You see, when you don't win, right, then we can have these discussions because it means your 4 goals were not necessary. you could have just scored 1, or you could even had 1 assist and you win that cup.
Blue Eyes, now don't do that because essentially what he did was,
he lifted a
he
bad
delayed
team.
it. He lifted them up and delayed the
Simple
L.
as that.
To even delay the L. Come on now, what the hell is this?
But hold on. I know he's not Messi, but look at what Messi did. Messi did not lift it. Messi basically blessed his team. I don't know if you understand and I can't believe I'm saying this. Messi blessed his team. He basically, how like seeds are growing.
Messi's a different player to Mbappe.
No, forget about the different player thing. I'm just saying the kind of effect Messi had on that team. You can tell. You can see the harmony. And I know because they won, it looks better. Because they won the cup, obviously it looks better. But you can just tell the activity from each person in each department for that Argentinian team. Was a lot more.
But you don't put into context the number of missing players for France. and that's where the problem is.
No, but we
That's,
can
that,
do
that's why
that.
I
But at the
fault.
same time,
That's why I
we can't do
fault.
that
That's
if
why
there's
no. You have to
if
put that into
Argentina
context.
have a lower quality anyways.
No, they
And the
don't.
fact
They
and you're not
don't. They
considering
don't.
They
and you're
actually
not considering
didn't. Like the
They don't.
they
midfield
do
proved,
they
like
do
No,
have a
they
lower
don't. They
quality.
no.
don't.
They do.
From what we saw in
And
midfield
and you're
today, they
France did
don't.
not have about 6 of their first team players who
Hmm.
were actually in the
and
last
you're not
World Cup.
and you're
No,
not
but
They
considering
didn't
Mbappe.
have
No,
that.
no,
Oh
listen,
my
Wait,
but
hold on.
goodness.
Let me land now.
Oh
Those
my
guys,
goodness.
if those
Now we're
guys,
going back to the World
if
Cup of
those guys,
2018. Are we going back to
no,
2018 World Cup?
no, I'm just talking about the players that
He's just saying
France
the
it
missed.
goes
other
back
players
to
that were
Kante
missing.
Pogba,
The
Kante Pogba.
I'm not talking of Kante, just Kante
They've
and
never
Pogba.
lost with France in 90
Yes, those
minutes.
two have never
Never.
lost with France.
In
It's
an
a
international
fact.
game,
It's a
never.
fact.
But let me
It's
Are
a
you trying to
fact.
wake Kante from dead?
and
It
to
don't
come and
Come
come.
on,
play.
man.
I'm not talking of wake.
Are
I'm
you
not
trying to
talking
wake
of
him
No,
from dead to come
no,
play
it's
nobody's
not. It's
saying
football?
not the
waking him
point.
from dead.
So
yo,
You're not
why
getting where I'm
are we
going
supposed
to.
to
yo,
go
Kid
back
Black,
on
this is real.
Kante now
Kid
No,
Black,
to
this is real.
justify why?
but what I'm saying is this, right? You guys are saying
This is so real.
France disappeared for so long, but you also have to put in context the players that they missed in this World Cup. Those are
No,
not just
that
regular
is not.
players.
That is
These are
not the way
world
to.
class players.
That is not the way to look at football.
No, that's the way
Especially
to look at it. You
no,
have to
it's
put it. You have
not.
to paint the whole context.
No, you have
No,
to
you
look at
have
it.
to.
No, you have to
No,
look
you
at
have
it.
to.
You have to look at it
Because if
based on.
Argentina, let me tell you,
You
if
have to look at it based on
If
the game
Argentina
that
came to
was
this World
played
Cup,
on the day. We have to
no,
look at it on the
yeah,
game that was played on the
we've
evening. And
analyzed.
listen. When we were analyzing this game yesterday, nobody talked about.
It was not this energy. It
Yes,
was not
we
this
were not talking
energy.
about.
It was
Let's look at the
No, I
entire
already brought
French
it
team.
up. No, hold on, guys. I brought it up.
Listen, if
I
that's
brought
the
it up
No,
this
we
thing.
all
no,
talked
no.
about. We all
I
talked
brought.
about
I
how
don't know whether
France
you
are a
guys were here,
reactive team. We all talked
but
about
Abdullah and
this.
Tosin, you
They
guys
see
know.
so
I
can we
brought it
talk
up in
about
the
how
semi-final.
Argentina are missing Aguero, are
Oh,
missing
no. You're
missing
sick. You're sick. You're
Di
sick.
Maria, are
Exactly.
missing Lavezzi.
What I'm talking
They are
about.
Is
missing
Lavezzi a
Ortega.
What do you mean missing
Lavezzi
Aguero
have
and
retired
Lavezzi?
from
These are
football.
come on. Yeah, you're
Lavezzi
being.
Oh,
What are these
Yeah,
the
points,
This
same
guy,
man?
Kid
energy
Black,
with
man.
Pogba,
Anyway,
the
This
same
guy
energy
Kid
with
What are
Black is
these
sick,
Pogba
bro.
points,
and
man? What are these
Kante.
points?
no,
They
Kid
stopped
Black,
playing
get some
football
help,
like
man. Get some
2
help.
years ago.
come on.
Stop.
I'm not. I'm giving
Kante,
Argentina their
Yeah,
Kante,
flowers.
and
stop playing
Aguero. Like, come
football.
on, man.
No, I'm giving Argentina
I
their
am
flowers,
using the same logic now.
No,
but
no, you're
don't
not.
take it
You
away
mentioned
I
that.
entire
am,
players.
honestly, Tosi.
No, you're not. You could have even said Lo Celso. I say Lo Celso because he was actually a key midfielder. You can't say Aguero. What's wrong with you?
Aguero, Lavezzi, stop.
What the hell?
You want me to
He has
mention
retired.
Le Celso?
So hold
Yes.
on.
Come on,
Let me
bro.
stop.
Let me
Les
quickly ask
Celso.
you.
Exactly.
Listen,
As at least SSB saying what I'm
And Lo
saying.
Celso was a
As people are
injury was a
saying what I'm
blessing in
saying.
So,
disguise for them.
I'm not
somebody,
taking away. I'm not taking away. I'm not taking away
Here's
the
a question
flowers
for
from
you.
Argentina.
Yes.
There's a
I'm just saying.
question
I'm
for
just
you.
saying
sure,
that.
no
So,
Hey,
problem.
guys,
No problem. Yes. Ask me.
Was Baggio work gone to waste in 1994 by that logic? So they're asking you a question.
Yes.
We are using Mbappe's logic now. Does the same thing apply to Roberto Baggio in 1994?
It does. It does apply to Roberto Baggio. People talked about Roberto Baggio tanking 1994 as well. Not only because he missed a penalty. No,
but no one's going to talk about Mbappe tanking this game. No one is going to talk about it. Absolutely nobody.
Listen. You know why no one's going to talk about it is because the goals cushioned his lack of.
That's very funny to say,
productivity.
Chris, as an Orororo fan. That's very funny to say.
No. Listen, Mbappe. I'm telling you right now. Today, what happened today? Right. First of all, the first goal was a penalty that Mbappe scored.
Oh no, that's
Messi,
what
right?
No, that's
But
what
Mbappe did Mbappe not play the pass to provoke that penalty? Yes or no?
Exactly. Now, okay. Imagine if this game was 1-1 in the 20th minute. Imagine if France got an early goal. Exactly. Imagine if Mbappe.
No, but that's the thing. I'll give a good response. Because Mbappe 4 years ago in this same fixture against France versus Argentina.
So now everything we have to now retro and oh my
yes,
goodness.
because you're trying to make it seem that Mbappe doesn't have a habit.
No, but Tosin,
of coming up clutch when it's 2-1 or 1-0.
4
years ago, they were 2-1 down. And
what you guys were saying about
Mbappe?
What you guys were saying about
them
Mbappe?
Up 3-2.
After if Mbappe wins this World Cup, if Mbappe wins this, not you, Tosin, but if Mbappe wins this World Cup, he's better than Messi and And Christian, what is this?
No. He's not.
I
He's
think.
n-
I
no one.
think.
Come
Messi is
on, this is
Messi.
no. So let's be real then. This is football. This is the.
But who
This is
said
issue.
that? No one has ever said that.
What's it called? Emmy came on here and asked the question: if Mbappe was to win 2 World Cups back to back,
Let me ask you a question.
come on.
Let me ask you a Tosin, let me ask you a question.
I never said that.
Tosin, let me ask you a question. Oriel Tchouameni or Alexis, who will you take on your team?
Oh my.
Oh man.
Where they play 2 different roles though.
I'm just asking a question.
Yo,
Regardless, I'm picking
honestly,
McAllister.
I'm taking McAllister.
he's trolling.
No, I
Black,
actually ain't.
black,
No,
black.
I really McAllister. His game is like
Yo,
it's
Tosin,
perfect
you
for
are
how we
lying
play.
to me. No, Tosin, you are lying to me. No.
Let me go to
No,
Abdullah.
no.
Hold on.
Blast.
Hold on. I have a
Yeah?
question for Abdullah. Abdullah,
Okay.
Alexis versus Oriel.
I'm
Don't
taking
lie.
I'm taking Amrabat over Tchouameni.
Oh
No.
my god.
No.
Oh my god. Yo.
Team Black, you are smoking somebody.
Oh
Stop.
my god. No, I'm sorry.
Amrabat
I'm
had
sorry.
a better World Cup than that guy.
Tosin, we need an apology, man. Tosin, we need an apology.
I'm taking him over that guy.
No, stop.
Tosin, we need an apology. You can't say Alexis McAllister is better. A guy like Alexis McAllister. Right?
No, McAllister really is not a Brighton level player. This guy can play for.
Tosin, no.
He can play for
Real
very
Madrid.
top
When it's
club.
Declan,
Yeah.
you don't want to hear it. But what is it, McAllister? You're
What do
like,
you mean
yeah,
is Declan, bro? What? Wait, do you
What is
think
this?
Declan?
Yo, what
Wait,
is
so what
this?
do you think? What do you think about Declan personally? It seems like you really love Declan.
No, I don't.
You have a Declan agenda. That's why you're really pushing this Tchouameni thing. That's because you got your Declan fan.
No. I'm just telling you. It's literally flip or coin. Flip or coin for me. I think Declan is just as good as Tchouameni, but for the way you guys to act like Declan is chopped liver.
Don't listen to this.
Okay. We'll see when he makes the step up as his next club.
Now or CR7 at 24 there.
I don't like Ronaldo, but for me, it's Ronaldo.
Thank you.
It has to be. I'm sorry, but yeah.
25. It's tough though, but it's tough. I am a Ronaldo fan, yeah, but what I'm seeing with Mbappe now, I didn't see more of it from Ronaldo. What I was seeing more of Ronaldo was dribbling, skills.
But I didn't see Ronaldo go missing for 75 minutes, though.
Yeah.
That was the reason I asked that question to Blue Eyes. If Mbappe does that in club level and it's
Man, you guys are so nostalgic. Y'all really wasn't watching the games back then. To say Ronaldo never went missing.
Mbappe
that was literally a stigma against Ronaldo.
How many World Cup finals?
That he was a poor big game. He was a poor big game player around that time.
How many World Cup finals was Ronaldo in?
0.
Okay.
0. Yeah.
Okay.
He played in the semifinals though.
Yeah. And how did he do in that game?
Poorly. Mbappe at the same age won the World Cup.
Mbappe, you know when you tell a kid to go and stay in the corner, Mbappe stayed in the corner for 85 minutes. You know when a kid is messing up your
little... That 85 minutes, they scored 2 goals already. They scored 2 goals already. You know that?
No, you see those goals, like I said to you, Abdullah, those goals were wonder goals, but a little bit too late. I know it doesn't mean like I'm predicting this. I predicted this game to go to penalty.
They weren't late because if Colomwani scores his chance,
the whole France team didn't show up. I don't understand. It was as good as they were just cones. Let's just say the entire France team were cones for the first 70 minutes. They were cones.
Let me tell you something.
Show up. 0 shots on target, 1 corner kick in 70 minutes.
Let me tell you, you guys.
They didn't even have a shot.
You guys know the story of why. Let me bore you guys as usual. You guys know the story why the tortoise has a crack back. You know, like he has a shell. The reason why the tortoise has a shell is because God invited. Anyways, no long story here. If I don't want to talk too much. Even though France did not have a good game, the team didn't have a good game, it is still a representation of one person, unfortunately.
That's
It is
not
the
true.
truth.
Wait,
That
you
should
think
sit
that's a
on the
wait? You think that's a
manager.
representation of
That can't sit
Mbappe?
on a player.
You think it's on
Sorry.
Mbappe that they had a poor game?
If this was
Wait, wait, wait,
flipped
wait, wait, wait,
around
wait,
and
wait,
this
wait,
was
Blue Eyes. Do
Messi,
you really think that?
yeah, I'm
You think
shocked.
Mbappe is the
I've never heard this
is the
before.
main reason why France had a poor game?
That's not what I'm saying.
Exactly. Is
Let
that
me
why?
let me tell you. Let me say that again. You can't score 4 goals in the World Cup final
No, you said
and
something
lose.
prior to that. Forget. No, you've already said that. You said something
Yeah,
prior to. You said that it was a representation. The team's
of course.
performance was a representation of
People are
one
going to
guy.
listen when the team doesn't
So
play
it was
well.
on Mbappe.
No, that's
So
listen.
Mbappe should set the players
So
up in the
he should set the
strategy
tempo
and
for the
and
game. He should set the
no,
tempo for the
Yes,
team. Really?
and tell them
yes,
the system that they
yes.
He's an
say they were going to
attacking
play is the
player.
wrong
That's not his
system, and he
role.
should change. No, that's not his role now.
No, but you guys are in your feelings. That's the problem.
No, it's
That's
not feelings.
it's
I'm
in
just
your
shocked that
feelings.
you're
No,
actually
no,
thinking
but
I
about
get
this
what
this
guys. I
way.
get what Blaise is saying.
you're
Thanks
in
for
your
you can't
feelings.
score
Man. You
progress
don't
and
want to talk
lose.
football. If you
I
want to
get
talk
what
football, you
I
guys
get what
will not
guys are
see what
saying.
I'm saying.
No,
You guys,
I'm
Abdullahi,
we're
see,
talking football. You said tempo. Like
Abdullahi,
that's not his. That's
the
not his
role of
role.
the manager in football is to
no,
set
man.
up the team, come up with the strategy, and
To
say
help your
how the
best
team is going
player.
to
Okay,
play.
hold on. Let me ask you a question. So
If
he
the boy,
was it?
let me land.
Okay, no, go ahead. Sorry, my bad.
If the game starts in the first 20 minutes and the opposition team is all over you, you can't get the ball, you're not winning the ball, you don't have an outlet, you can't move the ball. Everything about how you set up the game is wrong. It's on you to now react and say, hey guys, what we said we wanted to play is not working. It's not on a player. One player cannot just come and say, hey, okay, all the things that we said we're going to do. There's a game plan most times, right?
I don't know. I can't believe you make a very parochial statement like this, man.
It's not parochial. I'm just saying.
No. What
Okay,
I'm saying is simple. No, listen.
who
What I'm
should bear
saying
the
is,
brunt? You're not saying anything about Deschamps. You're
listen.
just saying Mbappe.
Heavy
What
is
about
the
Deschamps?
head. Heavy is the head that wears the crown.
No, but it's not about the crown, bro.
If
It's
you're
about the
going
coach.
to
The coach,
listen,
the coach that actually has that role.
Okay, so let me ask you a question. Was it because of the coach that Mbappe scored the 2 goals?
Of course. When he made the changes.
No. Hold on. No, let me ask you a question.
Yes.
Good.
That's
So
if you want to answer your question. Yes.
Okay,
yes.
good. So it had nothing to do with Mbappe, right?
Yes, because
No, it has to do with
the
both.
coach
It's not
provided
black
the
or
help.
white. It's not black or
They were
white.
able to now win the midfield
It's not black or
battle.
white, bro. It's
They
both
were
things
able to
can be
win the
true.
midfield battle with
No,
Kamavinga, Thuram,
there's no
and
need.
the other
Listen,
guy from North.
there's no need to be defensive. We cannot get carried away because Mbappe scored 4 goals and not talk about his shitty performance in the World Cup finals. That's all I'm
That's
saying.
not true. He didn't have a shitty performance, man.
He
That
did.
was
had
not
a
a
man
shitty
of the man
performance.
performance.
No.
Like we said, no player has scored a hat trick in the World Cup final.
Well, guess what?
Since the dinosaurs were on Earth.
Guess what? How many players scored a hat trick in the finals and lost?
He didn't lose. He lost on penalties.
No. But who got the World Cup today? Like, what are you talking about?
I understand,
but
you're saying
it's not a
making
movie.
it sound like no, you can't hang this guy. I won't let you hang him.
You're the one hanging him. You're the one
I'm not
hanging
him. He had a
You're the one
fantastic
opening
game.
his gash. You're the one
He had a
opening his
fantastic game. He had a fantastic game.
He didn't have no fantastic anything.
He had a fantastic game. He scored. Do you know what?
Yeah, and honestly, you just called the performance world class. You just called it world class, and now you're just saying it's a shitty performance. So
No,
realize
exactly.
you're showing two sides. You're showing two sides. You're showing two sides to your argument. You're a little hurt. You're a little hurt because I'm gassing him a little bit. Because I'm gassing him a little bit. So now you gotta say he was shit.
All I'm telling you is simple. You can't score 4 goals and lose in the World Cup final.
He didn't score 4 goals. He scored 3 goals. He scored a hat.
He didn't score 3
penalty.
goals. He didn't score 3 goals. He scored 4. He scored 4.
He didn't score 4.
He scored 4.
That's a penalty shootout. It doesn't
How many
matter.
goals did Mbappe score today in the How many goals in the entire activity? If everything is said and done, how many goals?
Football.
I know, but how many goals did he score today?
He scored 3 goals.
Yeah, and a lot of the casuals, thankfully, that I love, they're gonna look at that 10, 20 years from now and say, "Who was this guy that scored 3, 4 goals? Oh,
and still lost in the
check him
final."
out. I'm gonna and has a World Cup medal as well. Don't act like Mbappe don't has a World Cup.
Exactly.
Like don't act like
World
if
Cup.
like Mbappe don't got a World Cup already,
Exactly.
bro.
I give him that.
Stop.
I give him that. I give him
Bro,
that.
Like stop. We already completed that
it took
shit,
Messi
bro.
5 World Cups to win one.
I give him. I give
Like,
him,
bro.
Like
Bro.
don't even bring that. Like
It took him five World Cups to win one. Mbappe won one in his first try.
Let me ask you a
Got
question.
to the final in his second.
Let me ask you a question.
Lost by penalties.
Let's try this again.
Let's
try this again. Let's try. Don't get in your feelings. Let's try this again. Where do you think Mbappe got it wrong in the game today?
He didn't get it wrong. The coach got it wrong.
No. Hold on.
The coach got it wrong.
Emmy, you're losing your voice. Don't lose your voice because of.
I already lost my voice already.
Okay.
I already lost my voice before the game.
Okay, good.
Yeah, I lost my voice during the game.
Why do you think
I lost my voice after the second goal? I swear.
So you feel the coach put Mbappe in a bad position to not succeed?
100%. There was no support.
When
a whole team cannot get into the opposition half, there's an issue.
It's on the coach.
That's a systemic issue. That's on the coach.
Hi. We have suffered.
It's true now.
Wait, is that true? Okay, Blue Eyes, is that true or not? When a whole team cannot get in the opposition half, is that not a coaching issue? Yes or no?
It's not a coaching issue.
Okay, fair enough.
Then let's not continue.
It's not a coaching issue.
Yeah. I'll just stop. Yeah.
It is not a coaching issue. This is a situation where you have a 23-year-old young man who was lost in the winds.
No problem.
The guy was floating. What's wrong? The guy was floating in no man's land for 85 minutes, and you guys don't want to talk about that. You're here trying to be philosophical. You're trying to be angelic. All of a sudden, you want to sing Christmas songs for me.
Abdurrahman, man, I tell you.
Just glory hunters.
It's like Jib said, man. You're a Hall of Fame hater, man. You're a Hall of Fame.
No, it's not that. It's just because I like the truth. If somebody don't play well for 85 minutes, let's talk about it. I know when Mason Mount, I know people don't want to. When Mason Mount has a 5-minute blunder, we put his head on a chopstick.
Yeah, so.
Mbappe,
but I get what you said in terms of Mbappe. I get what you said because I think what you wanted to what you're saying is you needed more impact from Kylian Mbappe more.
If Mbappe did just 10% of what he typically does in that 85 minutes, Argentina would be on the ropes. They would have been on the ropes because it would be another headache that they would have had to deal with. You guys are telling me, coach. So you want to? I get what. You want to tell me you're in the finals and you're waiting for the coach to spoon feed you to tell you what to do? I beg. Let's talk about. You guys want to talk about NBA? Let's talk about NBA. You want to tell coach? You're waiting for coach to spoon feed you, so that we can change course. When this is a life or death situation, you want to tell me that you cannot activate your survival instincts and try to look for a way to win a game. You're telling me coach has to draw. What do you need coach to do? To do what? Yo.
At this point, Tosin is tired.
I'm gonna let Blue Eyes talk, man. You know, I'm gonna let him.
No, it's the truth, man. It's the truth, man. Listen, nobody wants to take it. This is what I said this afternoon.
That's how you personally feel. Me personally, what I saw was the heart of a champion.
Of course, it was the heart of a champion, but it was
a little too
late. It was a little too too late.
A performance that will be talked about for years. Let's just be honest.
It was a heavy, high class.
10, 20 years from now, they're still going to talk about it.
It was a little bit too late. It was medicine after death.
So like, question now, Mbappe now, is it the present? Is it the present? Is it the present now and the future, or we still have to wait? Because people are saying Aland.
No, Mbappe is the present and the future.
Because people are saying Aland and now we cannot go anywhere in the World Cup. Maybe he can only score goals and win a UCL potentially, but in terms of international.
Well, don't be surprised to see Vini being the future. If he remains at PSG, I don't. I'm
Wait, wait, wait.
telling
Are
you,
you
I'm saying
telling
it now.
King,
I'm,
wait, wait. Are you
I'm
telling me
saying it
Vini is a better
now.
player than Mbappe?
I'm not saying who the better player is. If Mbappe doesn't make the right decisions for his future going forward, I'm sorry, he's gonna turn up every 4 years and be in the
Nana, what
spotlight
did I
only
do,
every
man?
4 years. And that's not good enough in my
Nana, what did I
own
do, man? No, I listen. I'm not. It's not. I'm not trying to do it. All I'm trying to say is don't get to. If you're going to talk about Mbappe, just be straight up, man. That's all.
No, people don't like to.
No,
People
people don't
don't
like
like
the
to think.
truth,
People
man.
are glory hunters, man. We just
They
look at
want to.
Ronaldo. They said his aura caused the goal that led. Oh, you were even part of them,
I was
Blue
one of
Eyes.
them.
Oh, he said it was his aura that allowed the ball to go into the net. You know, so
Yeah, like you're saying things like that, and you, oh man.
and you are now coming against Mbappe. I don't know why I've been defending you since. Really. Mbappe was world class, man. It was world class, man. It was world class. I'm not with Blue Eyes anymore. I just remembered you said aura, his hair. His hair.
Oh my god! It's true. I said that too. I said that too. No, I will not be.
Nah, but what's it called, Blue Eyes? Where do you rank Messi now?
He's up there, man. He's up there. I'm saying it begrudgingly. He's up. He's actually somebody. Oh yeah, he's up there. Like I don't even know where. Is he in my? Is he in that? Does he sit at the same table with the greats? I think so, man.
Yes, he did.
What do you mean
It's
you
still
think?
it's still there, bro. It's still there. It's
Yeah,
still
he
there.
sits
There's
at the
nothing
table with
to.
the greats.
Who is that? Who is that?
Maradona, Pele, and Messi. That's the three. You can't debate anything. That's it. That's the three.
No. Zidane is at that table for me, man. I don't care what anyone says. Zidane.
Zidane.
My own is Zidane, Pele, and Maradona. That's my.
No,
three.
Zidane and Modric are
Messi,
on the same table, man. It's a different table down below.
Messi surpassed Zidane, bro. Let's be honest.
Messi's about in guys.
5 Champions League. How many Champions League does Messi have?
5.
Four, I think.
Four. 7 Ballon d'Or. He's potentially gonna win the next one.
Potentially win 8 Ballon d'Ors,
8
man.
Ballon d'Or. So,
My
No,
God.
Messi is the waiter in the restaurant where Zidane, Maradona, and
No.
no.
He like, bro.
Wait, guys.
He's taking the check for the team, and then Zidane is like,
No, Zidane is at the table, bro.
no. Zidane is a
They are coming
standing manager at the
King Black,
restaurant. That's what he is. He's a standing manager.
King Black.
Sit on CR7 face. Excuse me. King Black is drunk. Oh my god. NK, you better say the reason why he says he's drunk. Come on the show and talk. So,
No, Messi. I tell you, Messi surprised me this. Sorry,
For
go
me,
ahead.
it's Maradona, Magical Gonzalez on the same level, and a level below is Pele, and then
Messi.
and then I'm scared.
No, but you did say though. But I sorry, Abdul. You did say you put him in like if he wins it. And he's won.
That's my philosophy in football. I'm allowed to shift my position because there's a lot of unknown. But that's true. There's a lot of unknown to us.
That World Cup currency, man.
Most of what we have is what is pushed to us by the media. Most of what we swallow and believe. But then there's a lot of unknown in football. Don't forget, there's a lot of unknown in football that people don't even realize. But I'll take, man, it's difficult, man. Because what makes Messi? Well, the World Cup has confused everybody now. So
because Abdul, the first time I watched Messi, I was like live. I was like, who the heck is this guy? I don't know. Was it 2008 or 6? Nigeria versus Argentina. Is it the Olympic against John Obi Mikel?
No.
That was when I was like,
let's be honest now. It's
Mr. Cow, what kind of background is this, Mr. Cow?
I don't know. Let me figure out what's going on. I think it's my Camera or something. I don't know.
let's be
It's
honest
Qatar.
now.
It's the sons of Qatar.
Let's be honest now. It's
Yeah.
Magical Gonzalez.
Somebody has a dirty mind. You have a dirty mind.
What kind
This
of
is
background
something
is
else.
this? What kind of background is this?
Leave it, Joe. I like it. The sounds of Qatar. Very good sounds. The doom sounds of Qatar.
Lumina is starting 1 minute.
Anybody
Okay,
that
no
sees
problem.
this,
Let me change it and come back.
continents,
Abdullah, let me finish my ratings now.
Go ahead,
Abdullah,
go ahead.
is Magical Gonzalez, Maradona, the same level, Pele following them, and then Messi. Because my own ratings, I give it based on technical ability of a player, not necessarily legacy or anything. Because you can come from a small country, it shouldn't stop you from being a great footballer. You cannot have won the World Cup. It shouldn't stop you from being a great footballer. You know, being a great legacy, as you guys know, or trophy accomplishment is, how do you say it? Is based on circumstances. You play in a great team, you're most likely going to win trophies. You play in a great country, you're most likely going to win. You're going to win trophies, but that doesn't mean essentially you are a great player, or that doesn't mean essentially you cannot be a great player. We've all seen that. No country in Africa has won the World Cup before, but we all know, at least all of us here in the panel know at least one great player from that continent.
Don't mention Nigeria. Please don't mention Nigeria.
No, we say great footballer. What has it got to do with country? And even for example, like the Eusebio people are shouting about, I think Eusebio only went to Portugal, migrated to Portugal when he was like 23 from Mozambique. So what if he'd never gone to Portugal and he played all this? So there's a lot of unknown out there in football. That's what I'm trying to say. We can only judge by what we know, and from what I know, that's how I do my.
You say everybody has their history, of course. I mean, if you want to look at history for a lot of players, the same thing applies.
What I'm saying is this.
Are we having a duplicate King Black? We have two King Black here. What's going on?
There's a lot of unknown in football, and we can only do our ratings based on what we know.
But what are you trying to say with Eusebio and Mozambique? That he's not Portuguese?
No. What I'm trying to say is, it's not necessary for you to come from a big country to be a great footballer, and you don't necessarily have to win the World Cup to be a great footballer or not be a great footballer. You get it? So I'm just citing an example that Eusebio could have easily been just an African legend.
Yeah.
But if he had come to the forefront to us, he might have not been known to the world the way he was known to the world if he had not gone to Portugal.
Absolutely.
You get it? So that's what I was trying to.
Yeah. Fair enough.
I was watching the celebration, but everybody stand up when they called Mbappe to give him the golden boot. Everybody was just clapping. Then the other fans were like, "Okay, wow, this man gave us a game, man. This man literally just gave us a game."
That second goal, that goal.
No, Blue I was not surprised because Mbappe scored that in PSG a lot. He does that in PSG.
Cool.
I've seen him do that in PSG. I've seen him do that a lot.
Yeah,
his combination with Neymar, he does that a lot. I'm not surprised. I've seen him do it in Champions League. I'm like, okay, what's happening now? Clap, I'm organized now. I've seen him do that. So I'm like, okay.
That Messi penalty was cheeky, man.
Oh yeah, that was a great.
Ugoloris is a break a penalty. Oh my god. Ugoloris, you're talking about. You don't talk about Ugoloris. Break penalty. Oh my god.
But man, I just knew them boys were gonna miss though. Coman and Chouameni.
I don't know why they gave him. I don't know why they let those kids go take that penalty, especially Chouameni.
Yeah.
And then you see, listen, you know when I knew these guys were going to beat France was when Rodrigo de Paul ran into Lloris and hit him in the stomach.
Yes, exactly.
At the beginning of the game, when he pretended as if it was a mistake, and he actually went straight for the guy.
Yeah.
That's when I knew Argentina is up to no good. They're here for something. And then Chouameni Remember, there was a little skirmish that happened before he took that shot. I think Emi Martinez.
Martinez, yeah.
Yeah, Martinez got to his head, and the young man, Tchouameni, I don't know what he did. He had to walk far away to go get that ball. Like there's certain things you don't do. You can just
mind game.
mind
It's
game,
like
exactly. It was too much pressure. I don't know why Deschamps did, but again,
it's the dark arts of football. That's
it
why I
is
said
exactly the dark
some
arts
of
of
these
football.
South Americans, they are more
Yeah,
astute with it, than
yeah. It is the dark arts of
Blast,
football.
we need the goalkeeper. Martinez is available.
Yes, it was Romero. Sorry, it wasn't. It wasn't. Thank you very much. It was Romero. Thank you, Nana.
We
It
need the
wasn't.
goalkeeper. Blast. We need we can't rely on Kepa and Mendy. We need the goalkeeper.
Yeah, we
Martinez
don't
is
need
available.
this Aston Villa fraud, man. Come on.
Who? I mean Martinez.
Yeah. Look at him for Villa. He's shit. Come on.
No, but he's a World Cup winner, bro.
He can be a World
Doesn't
Cup
matter,
winner,
doesn't
but in the
matter,
Prem,
yeah,
he's
like-
not. He's a brick. Come on.
Yeah,
let's be
he
real.
loses on most weeks, bro.
Look at the way Mason Mount beat him with a free kick. He was all over the place. Come on.
That's true.
Steven, the last. Easy. He's a World Cup winner. Easy.
I've forgotten that Steven is actually a stadium attendee. So this is coming from a position of pain. His propositions come from a position of pain. So I can't really argue with him, but I hear you.
Mr. Cow, what a performance for Cow. Can we see this performance in 2026 World Cup? Because I'm traveling to America.
I mean,
Idea America not to give me performance. I will
okay, let me just explain to you.
1 second, Carl, your predictions were absolutely spot on with your donkey analogy.
Thank you, Blue Eyes. You and I know donkeys when we see them now. When we see a donkey, we know we like those kind of players. I want a donkey.
Absolutely.
Give me a McAllister. Give me what's the name? Rodrigo De Paul. Donkeys.
They'll work for me.
Donkeys win you championships.
Yeah, I agree.
Otamendi is a champion. He's a donkey. Acuna is a donkey.
Well, he's got a chip.
He's got a World Cup. He's got a World Cup. World Cup medal. Now, regarding America, look, if you're expecting America, it's not happening.
I know.
To have a World Cup in one city, 8 stadiums, where you can drive, take 1 hour where you can go to every single World Cup game. If you get moolah, if you get the money, it ain't happening again. It's not happening. I mean, congrats to Qatar for what they did for this World Cup.
Absolutely.
It's
for me. This is the biggest World Cup I've ever watched. Oh my
Best
God.
World Cup for me, the best. Upsets, everything. What it's just been. Oh, I just loved it, man. It's the best for me.
Wow, what a tournament!
World Cup.
Blood, do you see the closing ceremony before they leave the cup?
I was driving to the place that we had the watch along, so I couldn't see, but I heard about it. I heard it was wonderful.
Because before they gave Messi the trophy and Argentina.
I saw that.
They were doing the closing. Oh my, that was that was.
I mean, it's
Qatar.
I mean, this is football. It is the biggest.
And something will piss me off because I think yesterday break it up. That was what I wanted to blow us and Emi to have it say about it. Garelene can go abusing Emir of Qatar, giving Lionel Messi and the Kimba. I was like, why are you doing this? Because Qatar is a Muslim country. And it's called the Kimba. I am a Muslim. When I go to Arabic school,
look, why can't you can wear? Why not?
They say they are not allowing him to wear it because they are kind of doing the badges and they should leave Messi alone to celebrate. That's like
leave all those things.
Qatar is a Muslim country. What the heck?
Now Sheikh Messi. What's his name? Sheikh Messi.
Sheikh Messi.
Listen,
his name is Sheikh Messi.
Listen, France played their game. Mbappe did what he needed to do. Unfortunately, he came up with penalties, and then Argentina just took their penalties. And Martinez again. I mean, what do you say about the guy?
Nothing.
Big games, he stood up.
2000, man.
Respect to France. It could have gone anywhere.
Yeah, what the performance, man.
But
This World
Qatar,
Cup,
I just off my heart to Qatar. They gave us a fantastic tournament to watch. 30 days of 64 Super Bowls, basically.
Literally, man.
64 Super Bowls every single day of the week.
on sleep, no sleeping every day. Ball, no sleeping.
I enjoy
Every day.
football, man. Oh, I enjoy football.
Wow.
I think this final had almost more than 4 billion people watching it.
More
Yeah,
than
not any 4 billion now.
Wow.
More than 4 billion.
4 billion.
That's about 72% of the earth.
Can you imagine?
Are you serious? Wow.
Yes.
Can you imagine that?
And those 4 billion people, they were rooting for Messi and Argentina.
I don't know, but they to get that volume in an event on earth, it's absolutely unimaginable. Even aliens were probably watching too.
No, hold on. We got 4 billion because Messi was in the finals?
Not because of that. I don't know. But
wait, how do they calculate the statistics though? Like, is it
how do we get 4
watching
billion
it
people?
where? Like
Was in
watching it,
Qatar?
is it like a
people that
Netflix
watch
stream or what?
people that watch it through TV, streaming, all kinds of devices.
No,
They
but
have
what
They
are
cannot tell now.
No.
Okay, let's say if we're 100 people watching a certain location,
Yeah.
how do they calculate that?
They have the math and they do the science about it.
No, they do the math.
They have the
They do the
style.
math. See, the thing is,
they have.
I think it's
websites
flawed.
which
It's a flawed start. It's a
Why?
very
Of
flawed
course,
start.
no, but they
Or
have,
it might just be
it might
in
not
or
be.
in and around it. Anyway.
Yeah, I
all
mean,
estimation.
nobody's saying
Yeah,
it's
it's
exactly 4 billion, or it could have
It's
been 3.9,
estimation.
could have been.
All
But they're
estimation.
saying about 4 billion.
Yeah,
What they do, it's easy, right? What you do is you look at all the World Cup TV providers in the world that are accredited. You now look at how many subscriptions all of them signed. You take away the subscriptions, then you now look at TV
I think
dollars.
it could be more than 5 billion. You think we are not more than 4
There
billion?
you go. No, but
No,
for me,
There are about
what King Black
6.6 billion
is
people on
saying
earth.
is, what King Black is saying is, how do you count the eyes?
How do you count the eyes that are viewing it?
The eyes that are
it's
viewing
easy
it.
now.
That's
So
what
if there's
in fact,
100,
It's easy.
no,
It's not that easy though.
if there's
They will never
100 of
count the
us
eyes. These
in a
guys have
bar,
these
if
guys
there's
have the
100
math.
of us in a bar, how do they know it's 100 of us in a
Yeah,
bar?
but
Yeah,
Abdul, they will never.
that's why I said it's flawed.
No. Let me explain. Right? They will never. How do they know it's there's 7 billion people on the earth?
Exactly. How do you run census?
They have the
That's
math.
what I was going to ask you. How do
They have
you
the
run
math.
census? It's all aggregates. It's
Yeah.
all aggregates.
Yeah.
Averages, law of averages.
Yeah, they run the math.
There's formula for everything. It's all law of averages. It's all it is. You ask the question, you say, if there's 100 people, let's say in Nigeria, there's 100 people watching at one TV station. They don't count the 100 people. They count the TV stations. They count the spots where they expect people to be. And then they do the math. They don't count the heads.
Yeah, that's why I say it's flawed. The census is different.
No,
Census is completely different from that.
but census is flawed.
But I get.
No, census is flawed too. That's what I'm trying to
Yeah,
say.
it's flawed too, but
Exactly.
it's much
because nothing
it's much
is right.
attainable. It's much more attainable than
It's not attainable because
than
people
the
tell you.
views.
I'll tell you why. Because people tell you right now that Nigeria is 120 million, but Nigeria is over 200
No
million.
eyes, but census you count now. You count.
Yes, no, you can count one by one.
Count 1, 2, 3 with numbers.
No, but you still don't get all it right. You don't get it right.
Let me give an example. Right? So you know how they do the elections in the US, where they say Biden has won or Trump has won. They don't wait for the final vote coming out. There's an estimation that they use to figure out when Biden has won, when Trump has won.
Oh, okay. I
It's all
get
math.
you. Estimation, then there's plus and minus.
Yes.
Yeah, but it's all math. It's all math. These guys know the formula. They know the math.
Right. It's never
because the reason why I said that is India alone.
Yeah.
The people that watch this thing in India are over 1 billion.
Yeah, but
I know. That's why I said this.
How do you know?
How do they really calculate?
No, but it's better.
That is what Carl is saying.
Like
It's based on
they have the
estimation.
math. There's the math. There's math.
You use the right model. You use the most correct model to
way to
estimate.
finalize that statement is if they can capture 5 billion as a number, that's good enough. And that's what they captured. They captured 4 point what?
4.5.
Yes, and that's unaccounted. If they can capture, they probably have that low number. If they can capture that number, they good.
I think it might be higher than that though.
Obviously.
Yeah.
Obviously. I'm not surprised. Listen, I always use the population of our dear country. It's the same. Some people will tell you that there's 120 Nigerians, 120 million Nigerians, but no, we're close to 200, if not plus seven.
I don't
What is
believe
what is
I don't
what
believe
is
that number of blue eyes, man.
So
No,
what do you mean, King Black? What do you say?
what is 2-1? We are more than 250 million.
That's what I'm saying.
come on,
What's
guys. Come on,
what's
guys.
2-1?
Come on, guys.
What?
Come on, guys. I don't think
They are more than 30 million in Lagos.
Oga, I don't. I've crisscrossed that country a lot of times, man. I don't see the 200
Oh boy,
million.
we
They
reached
are more
250
than
million.
30 million in Lagos.
Comfortable.
See, King Black, sorry to disappoint you. You don't follow census officers before. Do you know how these people count? Oh boy, I don't trust that number.
So how many Nigerians are there?
I don't know now because we've been getting it wrong from the start.
No, okay, so give an estimation since you have an idea.
I don't know because not from the start.
You see all the whole census thing. The whole census thing. I'm not even part of them. All the population they think Nigeria is. I don't think I'm part of them. Because I remember when they were doing the census thing. Let's just leave Nigerian talk right now. Honestly, I'm not part of them because it's very inaccurate. It's going to be really, really inaccurate for that.
There's no baseline.
The one of Nigeria, but the one
baseline is
for
40.
America and all that, it's easier. I think it's just much easier in Western world.
Kim Black, you are stressing yourself. You are speaking to a grandpa in Abdul. So Abdullah, you know what I said? What Agbalagba see when he's closing his eyes?
It's history now. We know the history of, and then I'm like, talk World Cup, man.
So, boy, EPL now. Back to EPL.
No. Let's line up our team of the World Cup.
Yeah, let's do that.
Wait, Abdullah, go to my DM. I actually sent you my team of the tournament.
Oh, team of the before we land over team of the tournament. Okay.
My personal team.
Bring that 11 app out now.
I want to see. First, let me see. I bet
you.
Like, where's your app?
Mbappe is on that team. I bet your usual suspects are in that team. Chouameni is on that team. Chouameni is number 10.
Wow, no. Chouameni is not making that team.
Turn up your mics. I'll be able to bring you in border.
In France, there's probably just one person that is making that team.
So this is Tosin's team of the week.
Team of the tournament.
Team of the tournament. Yeah.
How did Kovacic get in this team? My goodness, we have so.
Yeah, he's one of the best in the tournament.
Kovacic has been top class this tournament.
Tosin will take him at PSG, man. But we won't let that happen.
You need somebody to replace him. What's his name? What's the name of the boy that left Liverpool? And
Ronaldo.
Yeah, you need somebody to replace Ronaldo.
It's not the same, man. It's not the same, man.
No, it's the same profile.
Not the same. No, it's not. But this Modric is not making the team of the tournament. Let's be honest.
I don't know how much it takes the team.
Oh yeah, why is Jorginho not there? Oh yeah, Blue Ice. I forgot they didn't make the World Cup.
Sydney, what are you doing? Stop.
People just wake up in the morning and want to be wicked. No
violence.
Violence first thing in the morning, Steven.
Wait, is there no France defender that is making this team?
Overrated defender. All of them are overrated.
No. Konate is good, though. Konate is really, really good, man.
Only Konate.
Which one played?
Yeah, I'm a fan of Konate.
One that
he is Upamecano.
That one is suspect, man.
That guy is like a giraffe, man. He's moving like a giraffe.
Upamecano, man. Nah, Messi target that guy today.
Hakimi on the left. Wait, what is?
I couldn't think of a good left back. The only thing that I think I messed up in.
Kunde makes the team?
Yeah, that's the thing. I don't know. That's the only.
Oh my goodness, Kunde were exposed today.
This is a brick team.
But Hakimi should be on the right.
On the right.
Yeah,
Kunde should be left back, right?
Kunde should not make this team. I would rather what's the name of this brick? This brick in Argentina.
I think I'll rather take the Moroccan left back, Allah.
Ata
Allah.
Yeah. Or Masuri.
Yeah, that's the thing. There were no good fullbacks in this World Cup.
No, but the Moroccans had a very good fullback. Hakimi.
It should have been Theo Hernandez, but that guy has
That guy
brick
really
written.
stunk. Yeah, he
written
stunk up
otherwise.
the World Cup
Yeah.
final so bad.
I don't know.
Abdullah, I just sent you
Okay, yeah, I saw
picture.
what Carl sent to me. Guys, this thing paid me. Guys, I almost broke my TV today. I almost. It was good. Because I was pissed off with this. With what Carl sent me.
When you see this video, I want you to look at the time. This picture. Look at the time.
That's in paid me.
Abdullah, show it.
Yeah, show it now, Abdullah.
Wait. I was pissed off that
Look at the time.
I was about to break my TV.
Look at the time. Look at that time.
This was the World Cup final right there.
That's it, right there. That's the
Yes.
game.
This kid should have scored. And this is
I mean,
where
look at the extra time.
yes, it's over. This game,
No,
this
look at it,
World Cup game is
3:13.
gone. Game over.
No be small, you know.
Blue eyes.
Look behind him. Look at the player behind him on his knees.
See McAllister on the floor. Say, God, I don't finish. My own finish.
This
be
right
lying.
there was
I
the World
swear.
Cup final.
That's
It was
it.
like, oh boy, upon
Right.
all my effort.
Like, for me, you should have just come close to Martinez.
You see someone with the hand on
He should have
the
taken.
head.
Maybe he should.
You see
That's
someone with the
He
hand on
should
the
have been a
head.
bit more composed.
See, that's
Someone
where
with the hand- someone with the hand on the head.
immediately this happened. Do you know what I said? I said this is where
That would be Rodrigo de Paul or something. Or was de
No,
Paul,
it was Otamendi actually that was the.
who put the hand on the head. No,
Yeah,
no, no.
because
That the person who
he
put the
lost-
hand on the head in the midfield.
maybe
He
that
say,
was
hey,
McAllister.
he say, hey, problem. Oh.
That
You know,
is
this
that's
is
the
where
game right there.
guys, this is where I missed in Congo.
Yo,
I
and
was like, if this was in
Nkuku is scoring. Nkuku
this
is
is a
scoring.
goal. This is a goal.
Yeah.
He's dribbling the
Yeah,
goalkeeper.
this is a
Yeah.
goal.
Even the goalkeeper.
He'll beat the goalkeeper. Exactly.
He will even got the penalty because he
Yeah,
got the
what's
penalty.
my
But
hand?
let's calm down before it turns to Timo Werner with Chelsea. Man. Let's
No,
calm
what
down.
I'm just saying is that because Nkunku is a Chelsea player. What I'm saying is these are the kind of players that that are missing from this French team that could have made a difference in this game. But all his excuses, right? Is hindsight. So,
Exactly.
Pogba.
Yeah, exactly.
it's
Thank
hindsight.
you. Thank you. Perfect. Thank you for figuring that one out.
Yeah, it's hindsight. But
Wait.
this right there, what Carl just showed us right here, man. If they had
You
even
think if it's Martial, do you think he scores?
yes, he will lift the ball over the keeper.
Listen, listen.
No, it's not easy. In this place, the only
I
players
get,
who can score this goal is probably Messi. I'm
Mbappe
telling you,
too. Mbappe will
Mbappe is
score.
not scoring. Mbappe is just blasting it
No,
to the
No,
goalkeeper.
he's not gonna
No,
blast.
No,
he's
it's-
gonna dribble.
No,
Mbappe is
Mbappe is
scoring.
not that clinical. He's not Haaland. Mbappe is not Haaland. Mbappe is not that clinical. I see him at PSG.
This is bad.
I bet
At
King Black-
PSG,
King Black
we
can show you
see.
King
Did you
Black.
see
I
the
know
chance he
this is
scored
this is
previously?
the same way I told you guys that Spain will do this. This is the same way you guys do.
Mbappe will not score this.
If I'm
In
telling
fact,
you
the only
something,
person
he
I trust
misses
in this
chances
situation
when
is
close
Mbappe.
range with the goalkeeper.
I
Mbappe is not
think
scoring.
Mbappe-
No,
I
he's
think
not
Mbappe-
scoring this one. He's
Oh.
not. He's not finishing this chance.
This is bad. This is bad.
Mbappe, see, King Black,
Like,
Mbappe
this
is
is
the
what-
only
Blue Eyes, do you
player
agree?
on
Do
this
you agree?
earth that will score this goal.
Listen, I don't know about Mbappe and scoring this chance.
Mbappe is not scoring. I'm telling you,
Oh,
this
man.
position is difficult.
It's
You
a
need
tough
to.
shot.
It's a tough. You
Because
need to
Emily
think it
Martinez is already- is out
over
of
the
this area.
goalkeeper. You
He's out
either
of
think
this
it
area.
over
Just
the
think
goalkeeper
or
or just or dribble him. It's not easy.
Yeah.
Mbappe is not scoring this one. This one is
he's
not scoring.
Oh, Mbappe is scoring.
He's blasting it against the goalkeeper.
No, he's
here.
putting it under the goalkeeper.
How many of that type has he scored,
told
man?
This guy signed football thinking that
He's not
Martinez-
Haaland, man.
Yeah, Martinez was going to dive one side.
Even Haaland
No, he didn't
misses this
side
type
foot
of
it. He
chances.
hit it with his laces with power. He went for power.
No, he did not. Look at his leg. Look at the direction of his foot.
He
That's
went
not
for
it.
power. You guys saw the
No.
chance. You don't remember? Did he
You
not
think that
go
was
for power?
No, he just went for power. That's the problem.
Okay, let me
Went for
ask
power,
let me
bro.
ask
He went
Tosin
for
something.
power.
Let me ask Tosin something.
But
and
you know
don't
what?
and
You know
be
what?
and be
That-
objective.
the way he tried to score this goal
in this position.
actually talk about if you look at the way he took his penalty, you can understand why he tried to score like this.
Exactly. That's true.
You know, there
Penalty
isn't
was
much
exactly like
technique in his.
Yeah, it's just straight power.
My question, Tosin, Mbappe or Haaland in this position, who is more likely to score and who is more likely to miss? Be honest.
Probably Haaland. Yeah, he's more likely to score. Yeah.
What? Okay.
That's what I said. Yeah, I said Holland.
Hey, can you imagine? Can you imagine this is Raheem Sterling?
Oh
Nah,
my.
this is a goal now.
It's the same result with
Wait,
Raheem
wait.
Sterling.
Who was this? Was this guy right? This was Turam, right? That missed this
No,
goal.
no.
No.
Moane.
Moani. Oh, it fell to
Colomwani, this is Colomwani,
him.
man, my guy.
Colomwani.
The
And
guy
you know
that
the funny
scored in the
thing,
last
that
in the
money,
semi-final.
he did everything apart from scoring today.
Apart from
Yes.
scoring.
Yeah, that's true.
He tried to blast the ball.
Yeah,
Look
he
at
went
that-
for
that guy's
power. I
foot.
feel
I
like he
mean,
should have just been a bit more composed, you know?
look
Wait,
at the
wait, guys.
time. Look at that time.
Yeah.
Plus 3 minutes, and it's 123
This
points.
was the World Cup now.
This was the World Cup.
This
Guys,
was
I've
the
got
World
news
Cup.
for you. Guys, I've got news for you. It was after this chance that Lautaro Martinez, or what's his called, missed his
Missed
own
his own.
chance.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Man, that guy that brick, man. I don't know how
guy,
he
man,
found his
that
way
guy,
to
man.
Inter.
Fraud.
Man, that guy is so poor.
He's
I don't
poor.
know. Try.
Yeah, but what
Imagine
was
this guy. Imagine it's called this
For
game
Vini.
over for me.
But you know something about it, Abdul. Martinez has a World Cup medal. He goes to Inter and he will show his World Cup medal.
No,
You can
no,
show
no.
it and flop like
Team.
Lukaku.
I know nobody's going to remember whether he was a flop or whether he.
Guys,
Yeah,
the
no,
MC wants
show his
the
medal.
MC want me to show you guys. The MC want me to show you guys. He said, I think people were arguing that it wasn't a penalty, but he said he wanted to have the argument. Let me show you guys. Hold on. He said he wanted to have the argument.
James is actually a very funny guy, man.
No, Jim's like Chris one.
So, guys, do you think this was a penalty because
Prime Shaka and Kobe.
Carl,
Prime Shaka, Kobe.
It's a penalty now.
It's a penalty now.
100% penalty.
100%. He made himself
No,
bigger.
see, to be honest, I just want to drop this before I leave. This is the best officiating I've seen in a while.
Yeah, yeah,
That
yeah.
referee was 10
That
over
referee
10.
was
That's referee.
referee was
That was too good.
was 12 over 10. 12 over 10.
He was too
Very
good.
good.
He
It was
was.
very
It
good.
reminds me of Kulina. What's that
Yeah,
bald
yeah,
man?
yeah, Colina, yeah.
Gianluigi Colina.
Do they give
100%
that in
penalty.
the Premier League as a pen, though?
Sorry?
100%
Oh.
penalty. No,
That's a
question.
penalty.
100%
When
penalty.
you play it again, man, I no go cancel you.
Make I go cancel him.
No, don't give it, man.
Mustafi had a World Cup. Holy smoke.
Oh my goodness.
Yeah, it showed 2014.
Chai! A brick has a World Cup. No comment.
Mustafi
No
has a
comment.
World Cup on a through. Right.
Lord.
Nah, and that's what they buy him for Krika market. Nah,
Chai.
wow. Mustafi has a World Cup, no be lie.
Chai. We have suffered, man. Ha!
Yeah,
We have
we have
suffered.
suffered.
We have suffered. Now, Blue Eyes, we are going back into depression now. Next week, we are going to back depression.
I
I'm
can't
not
wait
happy.
I can't wait. Football is back, man. Chai, finally.
Blue Eyes, I'm not happy. I wanted the World Cup to continue.
No.
I want the World Cup to continue. I'm not happy, Blue Eyes. I am not happy at all. I want the World Cup to
No,
continue.
but now back to regular programming, I beg.
Regular programming, excuse me, stop. We're playing FC Bournemouth, so relax.
I can't wait going back to watching live football, man. It's the
Me-
best thing ever in life for me.
Stephen, excuse me.
Love it.
Stephen,
I love it, man.
Stephen,
I don't
wait, Steve,
care,
do you
man.
just say
Nice.
that? No. Co-host, do you just say that? Excuse me, what?
Yeah, watching live football is the best, man. I just love it, man.
Nice.
No.
It's the passion,
that-
man. Come on.
What passion is this?
We're
Is
playing
it better than
Bournemouth.
World Cup?
Who is Bournemouth's coach now? Who is Bournemouth's coach?
Martin
That's
O'Neill.
simple.
Who?
Martin O'Neill.
Oh yeah, Martin O'Neill. Okay.
Yeah, he got the job on an 18-month deal or something.
Oh, Kolotori.
They had a takeover as well.
Oh, Kolotori too just got a job somewhere. Kolotori.
Torre got Wigan.
Wigan.
Shout out to Colo Torre, man.
Yeah, nice.
Okay, the first day back. We have some delicious. Okay, to round it up, let's take some EPL results, man. Some delicious EPL results. Relax.
God, that's back to depression, man.
Oh my goodness.
I'm happy my boy is back, Reece James. Whoa,
Is he back in training?
Yeah, he's back. He's fully fit, bro.
Is Chilwell back? No way.
Chilwell's, he's back. Afana's back.
Fofana's
All
back.
our-
Really?
Yeah, all,
So
all our
this is
injuries are back.
this is the schedule.
All
Brentford,
ready to face
Tottenham,
Bournemouth.
Southampton,
Yo.
Brighton, Leicester, Newcastle, Crystal Palace, Fulham, Everton, Wolves, Aston Villa, Liverpool. Then the next day on Monday, Leicester, Newcastle, Crystal Palace, Fulham. Okay. Arsenal, West Ham, Chelsea, Bournemouth.
Abdullah, so how are you doing your streams now that World Cup is over? I guess back to regular programming.
Regular. Yeah, regular.
So what is it? Thursday and Saturday? What is it?
Yeah, Thursday Chelsea round table talk. Then maybe Saturday, Sunday we'll talk about normal
Okay.
weekend matches. Because we need to talk Chelsea. Now I have to get into depression about talking Chelsea.
Don't worry, we're making top 4.
We're going to make top
Let's
4. We're
go.
winning the league, man. What they talking?
God willing. I'm not responding to that. I didn't say anything.
Abdullah, these guys are still buzzing from the World Cup. Wait till like 3 weeks from now.
Yeah, you hear me going mad.
Yeah. When you tie to Bournemouth 2-2 in the last minute.
Come
Well,
on.
and you lose to Man City home that way.
Did anybody watch that Arsenal friendly yesterday? I watched it yesterday. Did you guys watch it?
Juventus.
Who they
Yeah.
play?
Yeah, it was 2 own goals.
They
Juventus
lost
won.
to
Yeah.
Juventus.
Oh,
2
really?
goals, yeah, Stephen.
Was it a good game?
It was a good game. I enjoyed
Yeah,
it.
it was. It was.
Stephen, it was a good game, man.
Yeah, I watched it. Yeah.
And it was Juventus like on the 21 side for the most part, except for Locatelli and a few senior players. But
Nice.
It was a good game, guys. It was very good. I like
Did Partey play?
yeah,
Oh, so he's back to camp.
all of them played except for I think all of them played.
Wow.
Ramsdale played, Tapati played, Xhaka played, Nketiah played,
Oh, Ramsey's back to Juventus.
Odegaard played. Yeah, they all played.
That's the goalkeeper. The goalkeeper.
I like him, man.
Yeah, he's decent. I like him. And my friend's Pickford. Yes,
I prefer the Newcastle goalkeeper. That one is better than Ramsdale.
and Newcastle, like dangerous team, man.
Remains to be seen for me.
We shall see.
Remains to be seen, man.
Bless is not convincing.
No.
The problem with them is Blue Eyes is not even the fact that they are extremely good at football. It's the fact that they have one game a week.
So they can be efficient.
That's the issue. They have one game a week. Well, you have to deal with 3, and we have to deal with 2 or 3.
That's a good point. That's a good point, man.
And also, just to add to that, their key striker has been out for the
the one they just bought. What's his
first
name
8
again?
games. Yeah.
What's his face? Alexander Isak.
Yeah, Isaac. So he's going to be back.
That's the issue.
Isaac is going to be back. What's that dribbling guy? The black guy.
What's his name again?
Maxima. Exactly. These guys are going to be back. So Newcastle, and they're going to spend in January. I think
that's the problem. The problem is not the fact that they are better than Chelsea or City or all these other. It's the fact that they have one game a week.
Yeah,
it's a huge advantage.
Yeah, but by the time when they package you that 7-game schedule stretch from Bournemouth, you travel after Bournemouth, you go and do Villa. After Villa, you go and do Leicester. After Leicester, they will now give you a break and give you Crystal Palace. and then just before you think you're going on your international break, they'll throw Chelsea for you. Kyle, you know what they talk now?
I know what they talk now.
When they give you that crunch package between, when they give you that your schedule package between end of December and January, give you like
I know what they talk now. Things they change now. Things they change.
They change, man. Fast, man.
The table can change. I have to believe that before May, the table will change.
Here's an agenda-based question. Who do you think was the best representation of the EPL in this World Cup?
Man, that's a tough question.
McAllister?
Pound for pound? McAllister.
Yeah, man.
Pound for pound.
And he takes it away. I think he wins it.
Yeah, pound for pound, McAllister.
Pound for pound, yeah. The best representation of the EPL.
But Blue Eyes, you don't rate McAllister. It was brought by Graham Potter, you know that, but you don't rate
I think your point is, Blue Eyes, is the fact that it's what he did on and off the ball in all the games, right?
Yes.
And what was expected of him.
Exactly.
He over what's the word? Over.
Is he achieved? Did he overachieve or did?
No, overachieve is a bad word. He overachieved. He surprised us.
Exactly.
With the way he played.
I don't know what it is. I just didn't see him being a mainstay in this World Cup. I did not see, and as a matter of fact, I wasn't even watching. I wasn't even paying keen attention to him at Brighton.
Yeah, we weren't.
I look at Caicedo. I look at Trossard. I look at Mope, even Phil Mope before he went to Everton. Those
Yeah,
are the
the
guys.
funny thing is that, to your point, Blue, is about the dogness of the Premier League. I think that the fact that McAllister was at Brighton, right, playing this back three, possession-based back three with Passa,
accentuated his donkeyness.
Exactly, his donkeyness.
he got the hard work from Brighton.
Exactly.
That's a good point. That's a good point. The blue collar gene.
The blue collar genes, the donkeyness to walk. That's a Premier League mentality. Rodrigo De Paul, donkey.
Donkey, man. But the guy stuck in today. The guy stuck in today. Ha.
You know, it's funny we talk about donkey. You know, like there are certain things you cannot do with the horse that you can do with the donkey.
It's true. Donkey provides a specialty profession.
Yeah,
it's
true. You cannot do with the horse. You can do it. A horse may be faster.
Horse no go agree make you.
But when you want to build a house, a temple, right? Now donkey did they call that?
Yeah, I agree.
Abdullah, for those there's a passage in the Bible. There's a passage in the Bible that talks about one prophet was on his way to somewhere, and there was an angel. Abdullah, there was an angel standing in front of the guy who wanted to kill the guy, and the donkey said, "Okay, why they flog me now? You not see the angel for your front?"
Yeah, I know. It's in the Quran, so I know that. I know that. And Abdul, what higher was? I think it's in the Quran too.
Yeah,
this chapter.
Okay, why you flogging me now? You not see the angel for your front?
I think that was when God talked about Prophet Musa. Then I'm not sure.
Oh my God!
Yeah, I remember that.
It's the tale of donkeys, man. It's the tale of donkeys, man, bro. No be small donkey. Oh boy, no be small donkey.
So guys, the Depression 2.0 is coming back next week. Lord help us. Hi.
Abdullah, I told you there are 24 games left. Anything can happen.
I know someone. This Chelsea team doesn't give me happiness, man.
There are 24 games left. Anything can happen.
I agree. I'm not disagreeing with that, but now we have to be cursing the EPL referees, the VR referees. Oh Lord help us.
Yeah, I think what will be interesting is round of 16 UCL when you have Madrid versus Liverpool,
Man City versus PSG, Bayern, Chelsea, Borussia Dortmund.
That's February, right?
Yeah.
February, yeah.
I think the January transfer is what I'm looking forward to. I want to see what all the teams. I want to see what you guys do with Alvarez, Carl.
You know my case on that one. You know what I've said.
Yeah, I do. I know. That's why I'm saying I want to see how it ends. But he's locked. He's locked in now, right? Yeah, he's locked in. Yeah, so
he has to.
He's locked in now. The only thing that releases him now is at least north of 80 million.
But I like the AI technology they use in this World Cup for the offside goals. Can they use that in EPL? No.
Which on the offside?
Yeah, for the offside.
Next season they'll do it next season. They have to do it next season.
What kind of software is that?
The software.
They use AI to do the offside. We basically use all the cameras.
You don't need to use. You don't need to start doing lines. It's already.
And they use there's a chip in the ball. So all the cameras, all the chips, it tells you offside on. It's automatic. It's not even a question.
You don't even need to start drawing lines. You already know.
Are you serious?
Yeah.
They're using it in World Cup. They're gonna be using it. They're gonna be using
all those balls. If you notice,
it's using the UCL Blue Eyes. It's using the UCL too.
If you notice, Blue Eyes, that when the ball is kicked, they will show you the speed of the ball, rotation, all those things.
Yeah,
it's a chip inside the ball that's transmitting all that data to a receiver. Yeah. This technology has just it's crazy, man. The Qatar World Cup has changed everything.
Hopefully they use that in the as from next season it will be used in La Liga.
So now they have data insights for the entire World Cup that they can now copy paste for the next one.
Yeah.
Interesting. So you see all these things. Oyibo.
Money did too much now.
This no be Oyibo. This na Qatar. Sorry, this no be Oyibo. This na Qatar.
Qatar. Yes, sir.
This na Qatar. No be any Oyibo. This na pure Qatar. And their own, their high level of they decided to take this World Cup to a high level.
When you spend $220 billion on the World Cup,
absolutely. Absolutely. I'm so happy. I saw the video closing. I was happy, man.
Oh, he was there. My wife was saying that she saw him too.
It's a very nice, man. At least the
David,
guy.
Davido and Chioma. Davido and
Ah,
Chioma.
nice, nice.
Chioma was the one that dressed for Davido.
Oh, for real?
Yeah.
It's good to
Was
see
the one
that
that dressed for Davido.
he's out and about, man. Nice, man. That's
He
good.
looked very happy. I was like, finally, Davido
Amen.
is happy. Finally, he's happy.
Amen, man. That's good, man. Yo, Qatar, thank you very much for one of the, if not the best World Cup in the past 100 years. I don't know if the World Cup is 100 years yet, but this is probably the World Cup of the, I don't know, the past 30 years, 25 years.
Yeah. Best for me, the best World Cup for me, the best.
And you know, what really stood out for me was the level of disruptiveness. It actually disrupted the norm. And in the process of disrupting the norm, it gave us a wonderful experience.
Wow.
Game after game after game after game. So, yo, kudos to Qatar, man. Hopefully, the rest of the world can learn a thing or two from Qatar. And then, you know, Qatar gave Messi his first World Cup, man.
Yeah, exactly. So, guys, see you guys next week, guys. For
Yes, Abdullah, oh boy, congrats to you. Thanks for all the streams, man. You try, my brother.
No worries, brother.
Try, man. You try, man.
Don't worry, guys. The next World Cup.
You were giving us like two streams.
Atlanta, Georgia. Don't worry.
You were giving us 2 streams. You were almost doing 2 streams a day, man. Wow.
We are traveling. Don't worry. We are traveling. Don't worry.
Congratulations, man.
I hope you are packing your bag. 2026. We are traveling. Philadelphia.
You're gonna make Abdul to leave all his good chicken and everything in London to come to. Abdul no
Abdul is preparing already for World Cup, so I don't know how.
Oh, you're all welcome. Stephen, you're welcome too, man. We're all
Stephen,
here.
you're welcome to America.
Yeah, I will come. I will come.
There you go.
Blue Eyes, are you traveling to America for World Cup?
I don't know yet. We'll see. One game at a time. By God's grace, my brother. Yeah.
Don't worry. You are here. We'll be waiting. We are traveling. Don't worry. We are moving.
All right, guys.
All right, guys. Have a good evening.
All right,
Yeah, peace.
Take care, boys.
Yeah, man.